That. Thank you for saying that. I did not realize I was muted. Okay. Wow, I'm tired. I literally could have seen it down there that I was muted, but nope. I only got 7 hours of sleep last night, so yeah. But yeah, anyways, while I was muted, what I said was, it was insane. Originally, I was just gonna watch it like a normal reaction video, although, Just a Robot's apology is fucking insane. It is ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that I'm like, holy shit, I have to stream this. As you can see, this is 2 hours long. It's a very long apology. So yeah. DW lol. Okay. This is from Tom Dark. I'm watching it from TomDarkLive because I don't want to get the actual video. I don't want to like go off the actual video because I just don't feel like it. I'd rather get another reaction. I don't want to give him any more views. That's the thing. He's a scummy person, or at least from what it looks like. Maybe he's not scummy. He's just creepy. I don't want to give a creepy person more views. So I'm gonna be using a reaction. And I originally watched it from someone else, although I do respect. I saw that Turkey Tom. This is one of his alt accounts. Did have a reaction for it, so I'm gonna react to him since I respect him.
Yeah. All right. Just a robot.
Okay, maybe Tom will explain the lore. I forgot to mention that. Hello, I know you. I subbed to you a while back.
Robot has decided to respond to the serious
name.
allegations that he has been accused of being a gooner. Why are you sending this to people? You need to stop gooning, bro.
Okay, he doesn't. So basically, the allegations came when there was a predator. There was, of course, in the year of the Predator, 2024. There's one girl who got exposed for being a predator. Basically, it was some sort of animation channel, child animation channel. I'm not exactly sure of the full details, but this guy ended up going full. He ended up defending the predator like full stop, and you know he it's not every day you see a predator, someone defending a predator. Although obviously he was thinking down here, not up here. Especially you could tell just by I was talking to her that like might be have a little crush on her, and then she found it his DM so ludicrous, she actually leaked it. Yeah, she leaked the DMs, and they were insane. He was so obviously trying to hook up with her. Fucking, he is the definition of a simp. He is like that. Literally is what a simp is. I don't give a shit that she's a predator. She's hot, and that's all that matters. Let me tell you, I'm seasoned in this. I said this in previous streams before, but I used to be a simp as well, so I can possibly relate to some of this stuff he might say in this apology video. Who knows? But yeah, that's kind of the overall context.
Bro, put on the hat! In probably one of the funniest response videos to allegations of all time. It's not even just the fact that it's like a bad response, it's just his various artistic choices, like his decision.
It's a bad response. Don't lie.
To respond to the allegations that he is attracted to farts and gas are, Oh, what the Why did you do that?
What?
Really awesome, so
Do you have a
enjoy.
gas fetish? What?
We got a situation unfolding right now. We've got a serious situation going down. The person we're talking about today is...
Oh yeah, this happened, by the way, I think 3 months ago. So he waited 3 months to come up with this apology video.
Just a Robot. Now, Just a Robot, if you look up his channel now, you're going to be hard-pressed to find videos about him. Instead, you're going to find videos for people like me talking about him. Okay? Just a Robot has hit a new low. Just a Robot is a freak. Just a Robot is back in response to the gas allegations. Freak retrospective, the Just a Robot files. This is the video by Cope and Seethe. Just a Robot admits insane life details and new leaked voice call.
Oh yeah. Oh, I do not have sexual. Is that her avatar?
But lots of
Okay.
videos were made about JustARobot. Now,
Let's
to
just
kind
keep
of
a mental
recap
note of it.
TLDR, JustARobot went out of his way to defend a very questionable individual named Cinebear, whom many have called a predator or a file or a groomer, something in that realm. That's been the claim there. JustARobot had a very poor defense of their behavior and their actions. He got blown out for it, and in the wake of that, a lot of other people had different claims about him being a complete gooner, him having very awkward interactions with girls at VidCon, trying to get them to come up to his hotel room when they clearly didn't want to. Generally, it just seems like...
Wait, what? Okay, I'm not fucking surprised. Wait, didn't this fucking piece of shit say that he has a girlfriend? What the fuck? And she's okay with him trying to, like, hook up with all those girls? I mean, to be honest, she probably knows that he's not gonna get any of them. But still, what the fuck? You hear how I said he supposedly has a girlfriend? Or he claims? He probably doesn't. People lie about that sort of shit all the time. Usually, like, the biggest incels are the ones who always claim to have girlfriends. It's actually ridiculous. It's only the normal people who are the virgins who actually admit it. Not the, like, super incels.
A lot.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have a girlfriend. Especially since he has a restlessness disorder, as you probably saw in one of those thumbnails.
A lot of people didn't like him.
It's a bit of a spoiler, but
yeah. And they were just kind of waiting in the wings, and they got their excuse to talk about him, and they did. But he's recently come back to YouTube on his main account. But he's recently come out of the woodwork with a bit of a response.
How I felt
titled
out of
Response
love with Star
Receipts
Wars.
48.
Whoa, what?
On his main account.
Okay, that was a year ago. Sorry, that just caught my eye.
But he's recently come out of the woodwork with a bit of a response titled Response with Receipts, 48 minutes long. And I thought it would be good to take a look at this and see him defend himself, give him a little bit of a fair shake, okay? Now, Pessimist in chat says Jar threw away his career for a 4 out of 10 mid-child groomer. And what he's talking about is that Jar seemed to have some kind of flirtatious relationship with Cinebear, the person in question he was defending. So it should be interesting to take a look at this, see what's going on here. Maybe JustARobot.
I'm definitely reading too far
into it. Maybe he won't. We'll have to see.
Since I've already seen a lot of it.
Hey everyone, it's been a while. In fact, it's been a couple of months. These last few months have been very chaotic to say the least, and I know a lot of you have many questions. You're curious about my side of the story. Don't worry, I brought receipts. I know most people won't care for what I have to say.
Why is Big Chungus there? Hold on.
The story. Don't worry, I brought receipts.
Why is Big Chungus there? What is this B-roll he's using? Was that his old video?
Why not?
I don't really remember. Well, I was using
Big
a picture
Chungus
of me.
funny.
I know most people won't care for what I have to say. The tea has gone cold and they've moved on to talking about people like Mudahar and Nuxtaku. But at least you're here.
What the hell's going on with Mudahar? I haven't heard of any controversies with Mudahar recently. There was one that I remember like a couple of months ago. I don't even know. I don't even remember what it is, but there was one controversy that I got into a couple of months ago. I think it was a stupid one. Oh yeah, by the way, Karl Marx looks like he's in his chat. What is this montage? Montag?
Here watching this.
I don't think there's supposed to be you.
I would honestly disagree. I think that people do care about what he has to say. Now, I don't know if they're going to like what he has to say, but realistically speaking, the entire commentary community, apart from a few people, at least this little side of the community, I guess, what you want to call it, has oriented themselves around streaming rather than making videos. Therefore, anytime somebody makes a video they can react to and watch, they are excited. They are hype about it. So, personally, I am hyped to have this content.
Pessimist.
Okay? A lot of people will care about what he has to say. Now, will they think that it's like a great defense, or is it enough to defend him? No. But they're going to listen. They're going to listen.
This video of mine, so you don't have to even worry about giving me money by viewing this video. Or maybe you're just viewing this through someone else's live stream who's looking to farm a few more clicks off.
I'm reading
hey, that's me.
Chat.
That's literally me.
I'm reading Tom's chat.
That's me. That's literally me.
I'm not going to sugarcoat
$100
things.
is... Oh, fuck, that was the wrong button. $100 is cute here. Is a nice, crisp $5 bill. I know, keep your pants on.
Really dropped the ball on
Okay,
this
I
situation.
thought he was going to
I
absolutely
can't even
destroy
say that I
Jar.
was manipulated or enabled to get involved with the cine drama, because both my roommate and my girlfriend and even my neighbor told
I want to make this clear. They thought defending someone getting bashed like I've done before would lead to me fighting against drama channels for years like I've done before. They didn't want to see me deal with that again, and go through that's blocked. I'm guessing that, I don't know what that means. Or I don't know what that is. It's not that they thought I was in the wrong because they didn't see video. Also, yes, I'll be adding text to this video so people are less likely to misunderstand me. Is that just a robot's thing, or is that Turkey Tom's thing? I'm so confused. Oh, chat's on top. Well, that could be either one. I'm guessing that's just a robot, though.
Told me that what I was doing was...
I want to make this clear. They thought defending someone bashed like I've done before would lead to me fighting against drama channels for years.
He's reading it.
Okay, against spelled the right way, I see there. Like I've done before. They didn't want me to deal with that again. Bro can't spell and go through the hardship. It's not that they thought I was in the wrong because I didn't see the final video. Also, yes, I will be adding text throughout this video so people are less likely
Oh my god, he's illiterate.
Misunderstanding.
He's fucking illiterate. He claims he's dyslexic. He probably is, but I also have dyslexia, and I don't make those spelling errors. So you're just an idiot. Actually, I have dysgraphia as well. If you want to play that game, so I'm basically even more likely to misspell words, or in theory, misspell words than he is. He spelled against wrong. He's actually a man-child. Bro, what the hell? That looks like a child spelling. It looks like a child wrote this. Oh my god.
I didn't know he was like a first grade level speller. That's a funny piece of lore. He's spelling against like AGENST, spelling again like AGINE,
Agent.
spelling throughout as THRUOUT, and even likely is spelled wrong.
What? Wait, what? Oh my god! It is.
And then misunderstanding is miss in the full word MIS.
Hey there, Martina McBride here to introduce the new Lady Luck Scratch Off ticket. You could
SS and
that was a good point.
Very strange. Thank you, Malevolent, for coming a member. Holy shit! Hey, Dance with another 100. Thank you very much.
Understand,
like missing and understand. He's mogging you.
Stupid and reckless.
Like missing,
even
like
defending someone from the
a bullet missing. And then, oh my god, the illiteracy. Even people I've helped a lot, like Hopeless Peaches, didn't go for well for me in the end. I was one of the people who helped Spectre as well. People feels good, but isn't good for you in the long run. Bro, just stop simping. It's easy as that. Just stop being a fucking simp. Just, I should start calling him Just a Simp. That should be his new channel name. Start a protest. Rename his channel, Just a Simp.
CC with allegations this serious would more than likely go bad for me. I, along with everybody who was close to me, expected me to get some backlash, but not this much backlash. They're not even telling me they told me so because they didn't even expect it to get this bad. But before I get into what's going on and all the allegations against me, I would like to apologize to a few people. I would like to apologize to my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Tom will use it. Although the other video, I saw the person using the R word a lot to describe him. Mate, that's a slur. And he's autistic. That's like a white person calling a black person the N-word. What the fuck? Like, kind of like that. It is okay in most contexts to use it. Dyslexics. Oh my god. Bro. Autism, dyslexia. What the fuck are they talking about? The holy duo to cause this sort of lack of brain development. What am I supposed to say? Yeah, that's literally why the word's a slur. It's for so that neurotypical people. It's because neurotypical people were always calling neurodivergent people it. So you basically used it like the N-word. You basically used the N-word. Congrats. The ableist N-word.
friend, my roommate, and my neighbor for not listening to them. You guys know me best, and you were looking out for my best interest.
Over 50%
I should have listened
Americans
to you
read up
guys,
fifth grade
and now
level
I'm
LS.
facing the consequences for my actions.
Really?
I would like to apologize to my editor Lorenzo for any backlash he might have faced from editing my video. Even you were worried about things
Art is
going
stupid
wrong
and I can
after I
prove it.
released the video, and I'm sorry for making you edit it in the first place. I hope the extra money I gave you can make up for my mistake. I would like to apologize
Oh
to
my
Enno
god,
for
he
how
actually
my
thinks
video
it's a microtransaction. Oh boy. What the fuck?
affected her. You were so young, and no one should go through that at your age.
That actually sounds predatory. What the fuck? Bro, you're so young, and you shouldn't have gone through anything your age. Like I said, that sounds like a fucking predator. I'm pretty sure JustARobot is not a predator. Who knows with that little autism diagnosis, but I'm pretty sure he's not a predator. Or at least from what I know. He's definitely creepy. He's not a predator. 1 HP voice. I'm sorry. Some of these comments are just funny.
So everybody in this guy's personal life was telling him, don't do this. His roommate, his girlfriend, his editor, his friends were all like, dude, don't make this video. Don't defend her. Just don't do it. And he still couldn't help himself but do it. Now, I will say the first 2 minutes of this video are off to a rough start. I feel like if you're going to apologize for something, generally the best way to do it is not to be like self-pitying, like woe is me. Generally the best way to do it is just state what you did and be like, I don't want to do this again. I won't fuck up again, instead of this, I don't know, pity party thing. But, you know, we'll see what else he has to say. We're pretty shortly into this.
Along with anyone who might have been made uncomfortable by things I've said in my video. And I'm also sorry to my fans for disappointing them. What I did was incredibly stupid, and I understand if you unsubscribed from me. I'm not upset with everybody who has made a video on me, because I can understand where a lot of them are coming from. Granted, there are a few people who have said some crazy
Glad he's not one of those psychopaths who copyright strike everything they see.
things about me.
Like, I knew how this guy was. I warned you how he was. I told you what position you were in, and I was very conscious and scared on your behalf because of what position you're in. Jar could have f***ed you, and that's probably what he was trying to, like, that was probably his dream, his end goal.
Okay.
I don't think that was his end goal. Although at the same time, I don't think he knows what consent is either. So I guess it also is technically his end goal as well.
Okay. That seems pretty insane. I don't think I've seen any evidence that Jar was trying to rape anyone. I don't think I've seen any evidence of that. And this is the problem. When somebody gets canceled, people feel like they can get away with any claim about them. And so that guy will say shit like that. And then what will happen as a result is the person in question that's defending themselves and is being canceled are able to kind of focus on those crazier allegations and focus on disproving those, which makes them look like more of a victim, right? Seen it happen many times again. Valid criticism comes out against a person. A few figures in the community take it too far because they're not under scrutiny. They feel like they can get away with it. And then the accused is able to respond and focus on the more insane, preposterous, slanderous claims about them rather than addressing the real criticisms. So I don't know why the fuck that guy said that.
I'm going over a lot more than just the Cine stuff in this video, because just about every bad or questionable thing I have done is out there now. If you're only here for one specific allegation and you don't care to watch this entire video, don't worry, I will be providing timestamps for specific allegations. The biggest problem with my video draft about Cine by far is how soft I went on her. I regret that even more now due to the fact that new information has been released about Cine.
What is that? Before reading, this is meant to be viewed on a computer. Mobile will mess up formatting. Trigger warning and content warning for grooming, pornography, physical illness, gore and violence, mental illness.
I just did that so we can get the stream over quicker.
Eating disorders mentioned as well, and transphobia. Introduction. Hello everyone, it's come to my attention that Cynthia has been in some deep water recently. I do not know the full extent of everything happening because it's been hard to watch her responses and reaction videos to her content. I want to go into this mostly blind to talk about my personal relationship with CineBear03. I will make some comments regarding what I heard from her response video, but as previously stated, I'm not well versed in everything that's happening between her and Jack. Bug and everyone else. I would also like to come here
Okay, I'm just reading the part about transphobia. Regarding gender and sexuality throughout all of this, I am a transgender man. When Cynthia and I, grammar, knew each other, I was flipping between that and questioning if I was non-binary. I mean, that's normal. She often drew me as a female and used she, her pronouns when referring to me. Okay. In a few screenshots that I show, there will be a few discussions regarding Cynthia's sexuality and my gender coming into this conversation. Is Cynthia gay? Okay, the next line is just ludicrous. Finally, not an excuse, but something to know about my writing behaviors and screenshots. I have autism and dyslexia. Dyslexia doesn't explain jack shit. I have both of them. And a lot more disabilities as well. I have ADHD. I said this earlier, but I also have dysgraphia and also have a lot of different mental illnesses such as depression and anxiety. Bro, and I've never done this shit. Well, I did when I was fucking 17. Oh, that doesn't matter. The thing is that I don't do that shit anymore. This dude's like 25 and he still does that. Like, this is, I mean, yeah, is it a rite of passage to make a girl uncomfortable if you're autistic? Or someone you're attracted to uncomfortable if you're autistic? Yeah, it is. But you learn from it. And you don't do it again. This person obviously can't learn. I mean, or at least that's what I get. And those are usually the most scummy kinds of people. The people who cannot learn.
Here and say that I'm sorry for the imagery coming up in the later paragraphs. It does involve a lot of vulgar and gory and sexually charged conversations between me and Cynthia. These messages were all sent by me before the age of 17, my current age as of October 2nd. I will not give out my birthday, as I'll be turning 18 here in a few weeks, which makes me feel somewhat sick and nervous.
That's Jar who was writing that.
What is this?
No, wait,
Regarding
what?
gender and sexuality, I am a transgender man. When me and Cynthia knew each other, I was flipping between that and questioning if I was non-binary. She often drew me as a female.
Wait. Oh, this was not, this was the victim. Oh shit, I am so sorry. I thought that was Jar. I was cooking Jar for a bad reason. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. That is kind of a thing with autism. That's like one of the symptoms, you know.
Pronouns when referring to me. In the few screenshots that I show, there will be a few discussions regarding Cynthia's sexuality and my gender coming into the conversation. Finally, not an excuse, but something I know about my writing and behaviors and screenshots. I have autism and dyslexia. When talking to Cynthia, I had a very hard time saying no. I tend to sound a bit pretentious in my writing style, as tone is very hard to convey over text. I try to emphasize myself the best I can, but it is difficult. What is this? What is this? This is some new document about Cindy Bear? I don't know what this is. Some kind of disabled trans individual came out against Cindy Bear? I don't know. The problem is, like, there's so many different spurgs in the art community that I just don't want to read about. This could be a very good exposed document. I just don't know. I haven't read this entirely, but I guess maybe someday we'll find out what this is.
New information has been released about Cindy. I don't like being lied to, especially by people who wanted my help, but I fell for what she told me, being the gullible fool that I am. I didn't believe that Cindy...
The gullible fool with your dick straight out, just waiting for her to suck it, even though you're an entire monitor away, or 2 monitors away. Who knows how far they were? He was probably beating his shit while responding as well. I wouldn't doubt it.
He is a pedo, and I still don't believe she's a pedo. I don't believe...
What the What? Okay, he's not sorry. What the fuck? You still don't believe she's not a pedo after all of that? But you can make the case that she's a groomer. They're slightly different things, but I think they have the same meaning in this context.
She had a desire
I don't know, though. I'm not that smart with this sort of stuff, so I could be very well wrong.
to get with the minor or exchange nudes with the minor. I never said what Cindy did was okay. I said it was wildly inappropriate and an optics nightmare. Usually I would expect that if someone was grooming...
Yeah, that's fucking pedophilia. I don't know what you're trying to get at. Sending nudes to a minor is showing sexual interest in a minor. And that's pedophilia. Or predation. Whatever you want to call it.
that the groomer would intend to get with them. At least this was my thought process at the time, based off of all the other grooming cases I have seen. I didn't believe she did what she did out of malicious intent or to hurt anyone. I really believe that she was just incredibly socially retarded, along with the fact that I really wanted to believe that she wasn't as guilty as everyone was painting her out to be, along with the fact that she was encouraged to draw suggestive artwork when she was 14. That's why I took pity on her, because I thought what she did was out of stupidity and not malice. I truly believe that I was onto something comparing this to the pyro drama.
That actually sucks. Whoever did that, fuck you. But that still doesn't excuse, Sydney? Simpy? Whatever
because
name
Pyro did learn of Ivory's age when they turned 16, not when they were 15. And he said, and I quote here, shouldn't have continued the furry stuff with him.
He's autistic.
Along with the fact that Pyro got a 15-year-old who he knew was 15 to draw a thicker, lewder, sexier version of his avatar. I thought to myself, well, if people are okay with Pyro doing this, then why aren't they okay with Cinny's actions? I think we all know that if the Pyro drama started with Pyro immediately uploading a video saying, guys, I admit to it, I groomed a minor, and I knew what I was doing was wrong, that drama would have gone completely differently. And I believe that Cinny was gaslit into doing that by her roommate who goes by it pronouns. When I saw Kumo coming to the...
Why the fuck are you bringing up pronouns? Like it's some sort of, like, gotcha. Look. Her roommate has it pronouns. Like you're treating them as some sort of inferior life form. What the fuck?
Same conclusions about Cinny that I came to, along with witnessing him beating a few people in debates about it. I thought he might have been onto something, so I decided that I should help her as well. I now realize that not all the chat logs were released between Ivory and Pyro in the same way they were for Cinny. Also, I believe Cinny released a full...
Is that JustARobot? There's no way that's JustARobot.
...logs herself, but I wasn't aware of that when I was working on my video. At least I don't think I was.
Yeah, the lip sync was... The lips were completely off.
Chapter 3
did like a voice
I'm sure you all
or
seen a few
something like
comments
that.
of Cynthia's. Of course, there are two. The one between Boy and Nightmare, as well as the one between her and Jack. She had many smaller panels, though, many inappropriate and gory one-pagers. I will not go into any depth of these, as they can discuss and pick apart much more than I'll be able to. The thing about this made it slippery was when Cynthia offered to show me the comics. Both were the fact...
Cindy Dom is online now. Ehehe. Gonna kiss you. Gonna kiss you harder. Gonna make out with you. Devil horny emojis. Thank you. Don't friend request. Have so much more coming. I never gave you... Or comic? I never gave you comic? Send comic? Oh, it's bored out. I think it's nudes. I think that's what it is. Yes, asking a minor for nudes is definitely a normal thing to do.
Act of morbid curiosity in the case of Boy and Nightmare, and for Cynthia, wanting to let me off the stream, built up from drawing the comic of her and Jack to someone else. But she would often ask me to read these comics out loud to her. She would go on break at work, or even when we were at home by ourselves, she wanted me to just not read it in front of her, but make comments regarding it on the spot. I'll be honest that I was very curious about this topic, so I was excited to read it, though I was uncomfortable reading it out loud. So this is the document that was going over Cindy Bear's inappropriate interactions over Discord with various minors and how she had shared not safe for work sexual artwork of her various strange characters, like this blueberry fella, Boy, and this Nightmare individual. I mean, I can see the comparison that Jar is trying to make here, but the biggest thing is going to be if the person in question is themselves claiming to be a groomer and admitting to be a groomer, you're going to have a very hard time defending that person to anyone, especially given how extensive the evidence was against Cindy Bear. So I'm very perplexed, once again, why Jar felt the need to do this. I feel like his defense of Cindy Bear boiled down to a few things. I feel like, firstly, it was like partially kind of contrarianism. He kind of wanted to be the one guy that was right in the situation. And you see that through his video where he's like, I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for making this video and defending Cindy Bear, but I have to be the one to do it. I have to be the guy to be the martyr and take this all on the chin. So I think it was partially that, kind of an ego thing. And then simultaneously it was also, you know, he had some kind of weird relationship with Cindy Bear where they were kind of, you know, flirty and talkative in that way, you know, talking about calling as they fall asleep. So it seems to be like JustARobot himself also had some kind of romantic interest in Cindy Bear, and that might have wrapped himself up in why he did this. And I think when you're analyzing his motivations, it probably comes down to those two things. I don't think that it was a completely virtuous thing from him, even though maybe on the face he thought that that's what it was.
On top of that,
what do you fucking mean? Bruh. Wild Sevens. This comment is gonna be in my head for the rest of my life. What the fuck does that mean? Bruh. Is that... Hold up. He had an autism feeling when hearing women. Wait, is that a different one or? Hold on. Oh, they're different ones. All right. That can't just be an autism thing. Like, talking to like a crush of yours has to feel good, right? Like in itself. I also love no Jar gave the best because Cindy is a woman. Bro, that that basically sums it up. Well, not really. It's because he wants to smash.
Cindy is a repeat offender to a very disturbing degree. It would be like Pyro getting accused of everything he did, with the Call Me Carson allegations on top of that, along with a bunch of other things. My main understanding...
But why even mention the Call Me Carson thing? The Call Me Carson thing was nothing. The Call Me Carson thing was a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old having some kind of online relationship. I don't think that's a problem. Who gives a about a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old? Who cares at all? Where's the fast car? I don't have it.
19 and 17. Wasn't Cindy Bear like well above 18 and these are like 15? What? Those are completely different human beings. Or completely different beings, not human beings.
Expensive. Give me like a couple of years or something. Give me like a year and a half. Wasn't Carson innocent? Yeah, he was. So I don't see why. Like, I guess what he's trying to say is, if the Carson thing had been added to those prior allegations, it would have made them worse. But I feel like the Carson.
People say that 2 years is a lot of people. I think most people now say that 2 years is pedophilia. I personally disagree. I don't think there's really anything wrong with the 2-year age gap. I think it starts to get weird when it's 3, but I think 2 is perfectly fine.
Carson thing is like such a nothing. That should just be ignored altogether. Unless there's more stuff about Call Me Carson I don't know about, which I guess there could be, that JustARobot exclusively has the information on somehow. I don't know. The problem with getting a fast car is they're expensive and gay, and it's a very vain thing.
Understanding of morality is that hypocrisy
As much as I want one.
is the most objectable sin. I also understand that nothing can get you canceled harder than a child grooming allegation that a lot of people believe. I saw how people flip-flopped on the Pyro drama, so I thought they were about to do the same with this situation. The first draft of my Cindy video was originally made to bash her.
Yeah, but the thing with Pyrocynical is he had a very compelling response that blew me and a few other people completely out of the water, right? He had a very, very good response video. It was well constructed. His arguments made sense to the audience. Cindy Bear didn't have that. She did not have a response anything close to that. She made a video initially saying, I am a groomer and I apologize, and then she made another video where she was like, actually I'm not, I was gaslit. But you know, the truth of the situation is like,
oh my god, she admitted, and he's still being this sort of white knight, being like, if no one can save her, I can save her, and then I can, as a reward, I can get her body. And probably kill her. He's a fucking creep.
is Cindy Bear a pedophile in the same way that EDP445 is? No. Did Cindy Bear engage in inappropriate conduct repeatedly, even after being called out and criticized for it? Yes. Tom, please quit your amphetamine addiction and stop streaming in the morning. We're worried about you. Dude, I wish I had amphetamines right now. I got nothing, dude. All I have is Gamer Subs. By the way, use code TOM at gamersubs.gg to get 10% off your order. Thanks for the reminder. I'm triple scooping today. We got 3 scoops in here. 300 milligrams of caffeine, okay? That's going to get me going. That's going to get me going throughout this stream. I'm feeling fired up.
That being said, I still went softer on her than most people did, and I was planning to add more to my video draft as the drama went on. I really should have focused on being more professional and objective with the sensitive information around Cindy. Instead, I took her at her word, and I gave her way more charitability than she deserved.
Yep, and that's because you're thinking here. You did all that thinking down here. Use your brain, not your dick, for once, okay?
Did. Also, part of the problem, I feel, is like, Jar was unable to view it objectively because of the reasons I mentioned prior, but also because he was directly getting fed information from Cindy Bear, and a lot of the stuff he was presenting in his video was just like her side of events, rather than taking into account the totality of everything, right? It was like, well, here's her response. It's like, okay, but how does her response to you compared to the actual evidence at hand? It doesn't go very well. They don't link up very well.
As you can hear at the end of the full call I had with Cindy, I said that I would be making a new draft in defense of Cindy before I talked to Jack. But, yeah, I'm going to be changing my video a lot, and I'm also going to have to reach out to Jack because, you know, for all I know, you're...
Uh-oh! Have fun with that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to get the video ready because knowing Jack, they're probably going to panic. and try to control the narrative. Like, I thought I was being fair by doing that because I only talked to Cindy after I had a draft ready to upload on her, but now I can see that was an incredibly stupid move.
He should never have covered it because he was too personally attached. Yeah, generally if you're too personally attached to a situation, it's probably not a good idea to be the guy who's like, dig through the evidence and find the truth of it if you're so personally invested. Like, the standard for you doing it well becomes even higher when you have a personal relationship with those involved in these allegations. You know, that's not to say you can never make a video about something that you're personally involved in if it involves some kind of allegation like this, right? But it is to say that you're going to be held to a higher standard if you are personally involved, because you're going to be seen as defending someone because of your personal involvement, which in this case does seem to be the case for JustARobot. Generally, I think what would have been best, or what is best for people who are personally involved is, you know, off the bat, when the allegations about someone you know comes out, let the general public handle it in the way that they handle it, see how it goes. And then if you feel the need to make a statement later on or make a video talking about it, once everything's laid out on the table, you can analyze it all objectively, hopefully from a more objective framework, rather than being biased and having that personal relationship become the crux of your arguments. That is generally the way to go about it.
I was planning for Saturday to be a day where I would @Jack on Twitter, along with a day to look over a whole bunch of videos about Cindy to make sure that my information was correct. Unfortunately, the last draft that I was still in the middle of adding stuff to was leaked by Kumo, and I panicked uploaded what I had. As you can see from this screenshot, which is of my Cindy video, I uploaded it unlisted on October 10th, which was a Tuesday, and the actual Cindy video was planned to go live on Sunday. But then Kumo leaked this version of the video, so I foolishly decided to upload this version because the other one still wasn't finished.
But before I go any further, today's video is sponsored by GamerSupps, the best energy drink in the freaking game. They've got a lot of
the other one still wasn't finished.
But before I go any further, today's video is sponsored by GamerSupps, the best
about this.
JustARobot says, I see you are not much for chatting. I want to ask if you could react to my Get 10% off at gamersupps.gg. Just click the link down in that video description to tap in with the greatest chug juice ever. All right, now back to the video.
I don't do YouTube full time. I have a job. I have Saturdays and Sundays off. That's why I was trying to do extra research on Saturday.
Does he have a
He
job?
got it through Romantic Goblin as I was in the middle of asking people to look over.
Okay. He deleted it. Oh shit. Alright, this video is planned for Sunday. I'll send it to you, but do not show it to anyone. I don't want this to be leaked. Why?
Over it to see if there was any mistakes I needed to correct. I asked people like Misanthropony, Akumu, not to be confused with Kumo, and others if they could look over my video. I was even debating on whether I should have Chud look it over because he knew about this.
JustARobot says, I see you are not much for chatting. I want to ask if you could react to my Cinebear 03 video.
That kind of contradicts everything he said.
I wasn't sure what you were after, but that's cool. I can take a look. So he made a video defending her, but it was a draft. He was getting it sent around, and then it got leaked. And then he ended up making it public anyway. If I were him, I don't think I would have done that. I think I would have just...
Since he was talking about how all of his neighbors were,
I mean, that sucks, it's annoying, but...
Because he was talking about, like, how all of his neighbors were, like, you know, afraid to tell him, or like, telling him to not upload it and whatever, although he just decided to do it anyways by instinction.
You could always say, well, this was a private video. I hadn't released it yet. I was planning on...
I've never met a single person on the spectrum who's good at lying. All of them are actual shit at lying. Well, okay. There's a lot of people that I know are like actually like diarrhea level of shit at lying who are on the spectrum. It is actually stupid how bad they are. And he seems to be one of them. He seems to be a pathological liar, and from what I've seen, and I don't even know him.
On making a more in-depth video, which will still be coming out at some point in the future, but then it got leaked against my consent, without my knowledge, without me wanting it to, before I could actually get the real version out. That would have been much better, right? Generally, when you're making a video like this, there's an analogy that some people have used that I think is good, which is like when you're at a restaurant, right? When you're at a restaurant, let's say you order food and it's taking a while to come out, right? So if the food eventually comes out, and it comes out when you want it to come out, right? It comes out on time. Let's say you get your meal 25 minutes after you order, and it's not good, you're going to be pissed the fuck off. But if it comes out 15 minutes later, meaning 40 minutes from when you order, which is kind of late for a restaurant, but it's really, really fucking good, you're not really going to complain, right? People would rather get something later that's really, really good than earlier that's rushed and really, really bad. They'll always remember the bad taste in their mouth if you get it out earlier. You know, when you're in one of these situations where people are pressuring you to make a response, to acknowledge something publicly, to talk about something, you're going to feel like it's the end of the world. You need to get it out right now. And that is how people want to make you feel in the audience, because they're annoying. But the way to actually do these kind of situations is to wait, is to not drop it because of the public pressure in terms of like the time frame they expect from you, is to put it out at the time that you think is right, when the response is actually good. And once it's good, when it comes out, people will like it, and they'll forget. They'll forget about how much time it took to get out. My gamer juice is laced with fat.
the Cine situation. My roommate was also on a business trip and coming home on Saturday. I was planning to look over both docs with him very carefully. I have the worst case of dyslexia in the world, so it's very hard for me to do that myself. Yeah.
Even with dyslexia, you can still read. It's not like just because you have dyslexia, you can't read. It's just hard to read. And you're slow. How do I know? I know that from personal experience.
Yeah, my dyslexia often leads me to focus more on what I can hear rather than what I can read. Now, I want to make this clear.
Your dyslexia? Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, your dyslexia made you do it?
To focus more on what I can hear to do that myself.
Exactly.
Yeah, my dyslexia have the worst case of dyslexia in the world, so it's very hard for me to do that myself. Carefully. I have the worst case of dyslexia. I was planning to look over both docs with him very carefully. I have the worst case of dyslexia in the world, so it's very hard for me to do that myself. Yeah, my dyslexia often leads me to focus more on what I can hear rather than what I can read.
Wait,
now, I want to make this clear. When I have people look over...
I mean, if your dyslexia is that bad, maybe you shouldn't be covering situations where you have to read giant documents. I don't know. I don't have dyslexia, so it's hard for me to attest to the problems that come with that, but... If your dyslexia makes it so that your mind is so you can't read the allegation documents that are being presented in any situation, which this was, make no mistake, a situation where everything came down to these like various Google documents.
I don't read a lot because
maybe you just shouldn't cover it. Maybe you just shouldn't cover it.
Just bad at it.
In drafts of videos I've made, I'm not just going to blindly agree with whatever opinion they have. If they disagree with something in my video, I have a discussion with them about it. That being said, 9 out of 10 times it comes down to just me rewording a certain point. I can't even begin to tell you all the different opinions people gave me on how I should go about making my response to all the allegations. This is why I was considering having Chud look over the video, because I considered him to be an objective person. Granted, I went back and forth on whether I wanted him to look over it privately or on a live stream. I was also encouraged to have Chud look over my video by people like Romantic Goblin and...
Why would you want someone to look over your video that's intended to be private at the moment and isn't done yet on a public live stream? Why would you go back and forth on that? Generally, it seems to me like you would want that video to only be seen privately, because if he reviews it publicly, that's going to reflect negatively on you. How did he go back and forth on this? I don't understand. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. Just, okay, he's talking about the draft video here. And he apparently went back and forth on if it should be reacted to publicly or not. Was he not able to get an editor for this video? What's going on? Yeah, I think there's no editor for this particular video we're watching, which is why all the footage is just blurred out B-roll. I think that's what's going on here. Yesterday, my girlfriend asked me why I was watching a video about Lewis, the orange-haired girl on the TV, and why I enjoy hearing you talk about idiots. Now she's diving into the world of lol cows. Wow. Well, that's very dark. I feel bad for her. You shouldn't have done that, dude. You shouldn't have done that to her. Lewis McClung, I have a feeling...
Yesterday, my girlfriend asked me why I was watching a video about Louis, the orange-haired girl on the TV. Why I enjoy hearing you talk about idiots. Now she is diving into the world of lol cows. Oh God, no!
I don't know. I have a feeling he's not
going down that rabbit hole.
Down. I feel like he's preparing some kind of response, and I guess we'll see what happens there. I don't know how that's going to go.
Cine.
You could correct me if I'm wrong, Kuma, but didn't you say the same thing on the Chud Logic stream, something she also watched but was happy with the conclusion of?
Yeah, I said the exact same thing on a stream that you had no issues with.
I agreed to do this, even though I didn't know that much about Chud. I just knew he did a video on me a really long time ago, and out of any video I've ever seen on me, I thought it was the best one ever made. Ironically, he was covering my video on cancel culture.
Never know for what or when you'll be canceled. Maybe you were live streaming and you suddenly screamed out the N-word. Maybe you lied about a drama which caused people to dig into your past about other dramas you have talked about. Maybe you're completely innocent and the allegations against you are false, but too many people are against you and they won't listen. Or maybe you don't have the evidence to prove your innocence. I know cancellation will come for me one day. It comes for everyone.
What? Why would you just assume cancellation will come for you someday? I don't think it necessarily will. I don't think it comes for everyone. What do you mean? I mean, I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that nobody has ever been. I'm not saying that people haven't been canceled for doing nothing wrong, right? Or that there aren't people who are like eager to expose or cancel others off the back of nothing. But like he seems like in the past he was very paranoid about being exposed or something. Like I'm not particularly paranoid about being exposed. I don't think the average YouTuber is super paranoid about being.
I wonder if he's. I actually wonder if like the paranoia is like coming from some bit of behavior with children. I wonder if that's it.
Exposed, unless I think they may have done something kind of weird or wrong.
It's not a question of if it will happen to me, it's when. Will it happen in 2025, 2022, or maybe this year? We won't know for sure until it happens.
Yeah, that video aged like a fine wine. I may not fully understand myself as a person, but I do understand that I say off-the-cuff stuff all the time, and that I'm autistic. Me getting cancelled was never a question of if it would happen, but when. I was never foolish enough to believe that I would be the only autistic man on the internet to never get cancelled.
But
what? You're the only autistic man on the internet to never get cancelled. What do you mean? Oompaville is autistic. He's never been cancelled. Or at least I don't think he was.
Why did he think he would be canceled? I just don't get it. Like, I guess because his weird interactions on Discord with these people, he thought he would be canceled. I guess that's why. Just like us, nice. I don't get this like weird paranoia over it. Also, the only autistic person, do you think that you having autism makes you more prone to being canceled or something? Is that what's going on here? I don't really get it.
I think it might to some extent, but not to the extent he's making it out to be. Because it's easy to say stupid shit, you know, when you're on the spectrum. You know, it's easy for things to just slip off your tongue, especially if you have dyslexia as well.
If my roommate came home on time, he definitely would have told me, hey, this draft sucks and you need to change a lot of things about it. This is why I didn't ask my roommate to help me debate anyone. He loves debating and he's really good at it, but he only had superficial context as to what was going on.
How the fuck will you change it though? Like, Cinebear even leaked all of your DMs, just showing how much of a creep you are. Like, that doesn't address anything.
So it wouldn't have been right for me to ask him for help.
On that.
Me asking him to jump into a random stream and help me debate a topic he didn't know that much about would have more than likely made things worse for me. On top of that, with a little bit of the situation I did explain to him, he told me it was a bad idea to get involved. Yes, I absolutely regret not listening to him, and I'm so sorry for it. Some people said I should have flagged or copyright strike
What is that like weird self-pitying soundbite?
him to jump into go debating, and he's really... This is why I didn't ask my roommate to help me debate anyone. He loves debating and he's really good at it, but he only had superficial context as to what was going on, so it wouldn't have been right for me to ask him for help. Me asking him to jump into a random stream and help me debate a topic he didn't know that much about would have more than likely made things worse for me. On top of that, with a little...
I mean, yeah. Why are you even thinking about having your roommate debate a subject with you that like you're involved in? Why did it even cross your mind that your roommate should hop on to your YouTube live stream to debate YouTube drama when he's not a YouTuber? This is like if like I'm like at a bar and I'm like hanging out, which doesn't happen that often, but you know, now and then it does happen. I'm at a bar, I'm hanging out with my buddies, and I'm like, hey man, you know, we're really, you know, we're vibing together, we're having a good conversation. Would you want to come on my stream to debate some YouTube drama with me for me? Would you be interested in that? Like, what? Why? Why did it even cross your fucking mind? And why is this even in the video? Who cares? Was this even a question? Whether he was going to have his roommate debate anyone? Your videos helped me get through unwanted overtime, so thanks. I don't know how many zins this can get you. $20? That can give me 2. They can give me 2 tins. Thank you very much. They've gotten more expensive recently. Thank you very much, bro. Not 100% related, but the concept that the accuser carries the burden of proof has been lost on online gossip communities. I mean, yeah, of course, it has been lost. I mean, the thing is, there's like all these different communities that will pop up. Like the accuser needing to have the burden of proof is something that is learned generally through every community through a false allegation. So like communities will have a series of allegations that are good and based and true, but the people involved aren't doing their due diligence. They're just kind of believing the person on the merit that they're accusing someone rather than on the merit that they have the proper evidence. But in those cases, the people did have the proper evidence. So there's nothing to analyze and go back on. But then you have the one case where somebody gets accused. There isn't proper evidence. Everybody in that community believes them anyway. The community then gets blown out, and then everybody gets traumatized into being scared about the allegations. And then they have to like rethink the way they handle it or suffer the consequences. That's basically the way it goes. This happened in every community. Right now it's happening for the Lewis McClellan community.
100%.
He's doing the Brad Taste response of I'm disabled, and he's based for that, by the way. He's based for that. Brandon Buckingham in chat says, hi, chat. Love you guys. Tom is ducking this very serious debate between us.
I know.
Yeah, Brandon, let's debate this drama. Hop on Discord. Let's debate, dude. Let's have a conversation. We need to debate right now. Let's debate, dude. Get on Discord, Brandon. You're running. Who's running now, motherfucker?
A little bit of the situation.
Who's running now? Hop on. Get on. Get on right now. Get on now, dude. Hey, Dan says, no, autism doesn't mean you can't not get canceled. Jar is just regarded. Yeah, like, once again, I just don't know what he's even talking about. He's like, the idea that I can be the only autistic person that wouldn't be canceled. Like, what do you think every autistic guy gets canceled? You're on? All right, Brandon, I'm giving you a call right now. Let's debate. You're offline on Discord, by the way. Brandon, hello? I can't hear you right now.
Tom.
Yo, let's debate. Debate.
Yeah, what's your position? You make the first move here, wise guy.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Here's my position, all right?
Yeah.
My position is that you're falling off.
How your conductor's help.
You've
never done that.
Off, I feel like you're coming.
I've done that
for it,
but you haven't.
I'm so sorry for it, and I'm so sorry for it. Is audio messed up?
Some people said I should have flagged or copyright strike down Kumo's video, but I'm gonna be honest here. Once the video is out there, it's kind of out there.
Trying to be like some of those
other
brain rot
YouTubers try to
YouTubers.
strike down a video. Long story short, it doesn't end well for them.
So you don't give a shit about free speech. That's good to know. That's the entire purpose of fucking free speech. So that you know, accept criticism. That's why I don't delete any of my comments. When I see like hate in them, I just don't respond. It's your fucking opinion. Like, that's how free speech works.
I mean, that's true, but I think it would have been a more justified DMCA in fairness if they, you know, if what they were doing was leaking a video you had made that wasn't intended to be publicly released yet.
What was it?
it could have been more justified, but I do think the way it would have gone in the public eye would be like, you know, Jar censoring this video where he's defending a weird, creepy person being Cindy Bear, and that's a bad thing. So I think there is a little bit of truth to that.
Kumo uploading my video ruined a lot of things for me. It kept me from reaching out to Jack and doing further research on the topic. Even if I didn't upload my unfinished draft, I still would have received a ton of backlash. Just not as much backlash as I'm receiving now. Because of my lack of research on the situation, I did not understand how bad Cindy really was, until I had a call with Himpleton. Yes, I understand.
Himpleton? Who the f*** is Himpleton? So do you still want to call? Yeah, man, why not? JustARobot started a call. Give me a few minutes, man, taking care of something personal, then I can. Who the f*** is Himpleton?
He's getting canceled right now, which made my drama blow up even more,
What?
But he still explained the situation to me and helped.
Who is Himpleton? Who the f*** is Himpleton? We're going too deep into this, okay? We're going too deep. I don't want to know. Frankly, I shouldn't have even asked the question of who is Himpleton. Himpleton. I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
Help me understand where I went wrong. So for that, I have to thank him. Apparently, Cindy told Enno that it wasn't a big deal that she had a fetish at 11, and she also got Enno, who was 14.
At 11? At 11? My brother, you are a victim. If you have a fetish at 11 years old, I think something very, very bad happened to you. I don't know what else to say about that.
What?
I think that's it.
At the time to read out the
Wait,
comment.
he has a
and that
fart
makes the whole
fetish?
situation way more disturbing
No
than I
fucking
originally was
way.
led to believe.
No.
When I was 14, I did
No,
an
that's
unpaid
actually
internship
stupid.
for a ranger station, and one time this guy
Bro.
came by and we were cleaning up the canyon together, and he showed me a whole bunch of porno magazines he found while cleaning up. He was an adult, I was 14, but I didn't feel disturbed by the situation. However, he did not get me to read.
What? Is he like trying to defend this like weasel out of it somehow? Bro, they're an adult. You're 14. Now, unless you went to like the same school or like had the same, I don't know, martial arts class or something like that, in no way should they be hanging out with you. No way at all. What even is that point?
Read out the porno magazines or anything like that. When Himpleton explained this to me, that was the moment everything hit me. Oh my god, I can't believe what I have done, and I'm so sorry for it. I should have done better research. Now granted, I am not happy with Himpleton leaking our call without asking me for permission first, and I'm also not happy with him saying he was pulling an up on me. However, he still did help me out a lot, so I have to thank him for that. Just to give you an example of the extra research I could have done on Cinny, this doc was released on the same day Kumo uploaded my video onto his channel. Unlike the other two docs, it's short and straight to the point. If I saw this, I would have held off on uploading my video to do extra research. But because of what Kumo did,
Where is that doc he's talking about? I want to find whatever this document is. Hello, everyone. It has come to my attention that Cynthia has been in some deep water recently. Cindy Bear exposed document. Right, until you had all the proper information and then releasing your video. I mean, he says here, he's like, before I released my video, I even knew I didn't have the whole proper context. And it's like, well, then why release it? Like, just wait. Just wait.
I came across as very arrogant in that video due to past success of going against the mainstream commentary community opinion and coming out on top. Granted, often when I upload a video on YouTube, I get anxiety. I think to myself, oh no, this is the video that's going to get me canceled.
Dude, no one cares. No one cares, dude. No one cares to listen to you bloviate about how, oh, this is the one that's going to get me canceled. Just nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a Nobody cares, okay?
Stream on Rumble.
Over making videos.
Hopefully it will go over well. That's why I try to hype myself up, because often when you come across as confident in a video, it makes people more willing to hear you out. Granted, it's a double-edged sword because it can make you come across as an arrogant douchebag as well. As for the way I interviewed Cinny, I have no excuses for myself. I was completely unprofessional with how
I found his tone in that original video to be one of the most annoying, offensive things about it, to be honest. I found the, like, sort of like self-described martyrdom, like, I know I'm gonna get shit for this video, but I have to be the one to say it and I have to be the one to do it. It's like, if your evidence for these claims and the defenses you have for Cindy Bear is so strong, then you shouldn't need to say, like, you know, I'm the one who's gonna speak up. I'm the hero the commentary community needs and not the one it deserves, you know?
I'm the one.
Like, that's not going to help you whatsoever.
Of the 3%er.
Just show the evidence at hand.
I handled that interview. The interview was very cringe and my questions were leading. I was thinking about redoing it, but I thought that would be dishonest.
The Matrix.
Also, I leaked out the full version of the interview, not Cindy.
And I have ascended
for it, and I sent it to him after thinking things over for a few days. I could have
that have never been achieved before. I am now super autistic.
I've said I didn't have it anymore, but I wanted to be honest. At the end of the day, I shouldn't have even entertained the idea of making that video in defense of Cinny. It was reckless, it was stupid, and I deserve to be dunked on for it. The only part of the video that aged well is what I said about Jack. From the very beginning, I knew there was something that wasn't adding up about this drama, and it was Jack. They're getting bashed for stuff hard right now, but I know for a fact
Birdie. Oh, this is the person who like was Cindy Bear's roommate. That was like sitting in the same, not this Birdie, this other Birdie. They were like, the first thing that I saw from the Cindy Bear drama was they were like, hey, it's me, Cindy Bear's roommate, and I'm in the room next to them recording a video about how they're a groomer and they're disgusting, right? And now they're getting exposed.
Is that like
for
furry
something.
fan
I don't
art?
totally know what it is. I haven't seen all of it.
People
but I know there's a
also
whole war
watched
with
the
them as
New
well.
York
That's probably pretty
inauguration
funny
of
to go over.
Donald Trump.
So
Oh,
maybe at
that's-
some point I'll
that
do a
was
video.
live
I
back
don't know,
then?
but yeah, I do remember that it was like, okay, both of them were pretty weird
What
now.
the fuck?
In fact, they're not
Why
going to leave
is
the
Trump
internet.
getting
They're way
inaugurated?
too addicted to it.
The election was obviously stolen. Kamala Harris obviously won. No doubt about it. Everyone knows. It was Russian interference. It was the fact that she was a woman, which was why she lost. It was that. Or why the patriarchy decided to seize the election in the hands of one of their companions, rather than getting these strong, empowered women up, because no man, no ruler of the patriarchy likes a strong, independent woman.
My entire Cine video wasn't terrible, but enough takes were so bad that I shouldn't have uploaded it. You might think that this video is over now. After all, my Cine video is the main problem people have, right? Well, surprisingly, no. In fact, I would actually go as far as to say that it's only 1/10 of the reason.
Let's start an insurrection, actually. Join me 3 or so weeks ago, like 2 weeks before Trump gets inaugurated and stormed the Capitol. That sounds like a good idea.
As to why I'm getting canceled right now. Because Cine thought it would be a good idea to leak our DMs, even though I was sticking my neck out to help her.
Yeah.
How I talk
I love
to
this
people.
edit. How I talk to people.
I thought that
the
said,
little-
how do I talk to people?
A little message animation. Beautiful work. Okay, this is high art. I don't know why Cindy Bear did that. It's like, these people are like crabs in a bucket. It's like, JustARobot stupidly goes out of his way to defend Cindy Bear. And then Cindy Bear, instead of being thankful, decides to leak all of his DMs to like try and make herself look better or something. Like this is like the high school anime club coming together to appease the bullies who are coming down on them, okay? To appease the Chad jocks, in the words of Lewis McClung.
Now, I've been called a simp for defending someone before. I've been called a simp for Peaches, Antunes, Mari, and many others. But because the DMs between me and Cine were leaked, the simping allegations actually have some evidence for once. However, the allegations of me simping for Cine are false. I can understand why someone would believe
How?
if I was simping, especially if they didn't know me as a person. I'm gonna be real.
Hun says yes. He says, did you get this message? Yo, could I have a part in your like video? Oh, you mean the Luke video? I've already finished it, and I don't have any room for extra parts, sadly. Fuck. Oh, well. And then he sends a picture of a chicken. First person I did this joke with was Spocker, but he deleted his Discord right after blocking me. What is he talking about here?
Here,
Deleted
he's saying, "Wanna see my cock?"
DLITED.
Followed up by a picture
Oh
of
my
a chicken.
God.
Or me-
Wait. One thing you should want to see my cock and then a picture of a chicken. Let me tell you, that chicken's beak is larger than his actual cock. I'm already saying it right now.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
I'm gonna be real here. Me saying, "Want to see my..."
Hang on. Want me to call you back? Understood. I'm getting ready for bed. I need to get up early. I understand. I'm just here to help. My girlfriend still hasn't texted me back, and I'm sad. I'm not into that pussy shit. Hey, want to see my cock?
So hasn't texted me back. Bro, no shit. He got the Discord of a girl, and now he says she's his girlfriend. I'm telling you, I'm 99% sure that's what he means as his girlfriend. No. Actually, I'm 100% sure that's what he means as his girlfriend. Everyone who's like him and is autistic as well acts like that. It is actually ridiculous. Like, literally, the slightest hint of, like, a girl, I don't know, being friendly, and all of a sudden she's your girlfriend. It is actually ridiculous. I was probably one of the few people who was never like that, who actually grew up on the spectrum. It is like, it's super disturbing. I can't imagine, like, how fucking uncomfortable that must be for the person to witness. Actually, I can, because that happened to me as well. Someone else did that to me. So, and it is uncomfortable as shit.
W, dude. Fucking dub. That's a big dub. That's a big fucking dub right there. That's how you talk to chicks, bro. That's good. I like that. My girlfriend hasn't texted me back and I'm sad. Want to see my cock? picture of a literal chicken. That's Riz, my friend. That is Riz.
My cock, followed up by a picture of a chicken.
Unspoken Riz.
Why do you do it all the time is my question. Like, why did he keep doing it? Want to see my cock? Here it is. Keep in mind, after getting no response from them, want to see my cock with a picture of a chicken.
Oh my god, that's
Unspoken
true.
Riz.
I didn't even notice that. He's just texting in the blue. Holy shit. I am not surprised. I am not fucking surprised. That is like another thing it seems like every like horrible Rizzler on the spectrum is like. They like spam text who they're interested in. And if they're getting no responses, those continue on spamming and spamming and spamming. With no end in sight as well. It is actually ridiculous.
True, dude. Imagine if he had a picture of himself with a literal chicken. Like, imagine if he had a literal rooster with him. That would be awesome. That would be fucking sick. That would be so dope. I would like that quite a bit.
Or me commenting nice pussy when someone shows me their cat are common jokes I've made.
That's a nice pussy. No, can I play with it?
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Does he actually say these jokes
This
to
guy
women?
rocks. I'm back on his side. I'm on his side.
Does it? Because there's a time and place for these jokes. To your friend, yeah. These are funny. Although to a random girl you're trying to hook up with? No, not at all. Like, my dad and I pretend to be like these ultra-based people, you know, in our house. We make these like ultra-based, ultra-misogynistic jokes. Would I ever say that to a crush of mine? Like one of those jokes? Hell no! They'd run away screaming.
He won. I'm on his side now. All is forgiven. Okay, all is forgiven.
Multiple times with multiple different people. I can't believe I used the same cock
Riz is
joke on the
quite
same
offensive.
person twice. The only compliment I gave her was calling her Mamacita. Here's the audio clip.
Dude. Mamacita. The only compliment I gave her was calling her Mamacita. This guy won. He won.
Alright, Mamacita. I'll hit you up when I get home.
As you can clearly...
Dude, that's not a very good accent.
Ooh, Mamacita, I'll hit you up as soon as I get home, dude. What the f? Mamacita. Tú estás un poco gordita, pero me gusta. Mamacita, tú estás mi gordita.
You see, I was making a race joke, not actually trying to hit on her. When I do hit on women, I don't put on a voice like that. I can't believe
Thank you for
people thought this
clarifying.
was my attempt to sound sexy. I talk to both men and women like this.
I doubt it. I think he was actually trying to hit on her.
It's just how I joke around. For example, here are a few audio clips I've sent to Akumu, not to be confused with Kumo.
Me and you, man, we're gonna make some magic together. Akumu, trust me, our team up on YouTube is gonna result in Yaoi being drawn of us. It's gonna be great. Yes, Yaoi, boys and lover.
Let's be real here. If I said this to Cindy or any woman, I would never hear the end of it. I'm gonna be honest here. I think telling someone we're gonna make some magic together and that people will draw ship art of us is a lot more sexual than saying
suicidal
want to see
wrong.
my cock and sending an image of a chicken. I also have ship art of me and another YouTuber. It's Manga Common, who is a guy. It's
Why, though? Why did you do that?
You.
Why did you do that? Why do you have this? Why are you sending this to people?
You.
You
I
need to
hate
stop doing
that.
it, bro. Put on the fucking hat.
That looks
Put on
like
the hat,
furry
motherfucker.
art.
Put on the hat. Put on the hat. Okay, dude. Once again, we need a serious moratorium on Just a Robot so we can figure out what's going on. Now, for the rest of this VOD, I'll be flexing my Stop Gooning watch. See that, guys? That's my Stop Gooning watch. Official collaboration with Bulova. Official collaboration with Bulova, right? The ice on my wrist will prevent me from gooning. That's the story here, okay? That's what's going on. He beat the allegations. This is peak. I think he did. I think he did beat it. This is fucking Kino. Hey, Dance with a 50 says, I suck, you rock. True. Want to see my cock? Pavo Thomas confirmado. Oh, sí, ese. Oh, what the fuck, dude?
It's Rule 63 versions of our avatars kissing in underwear.
Now, the whole world pretty much knows what I jerk off to.
I have no desire,
Why?
nor romantic
Why'd you need to put that clip in, dude?
interest in getting together with Manga Comment. If I had art like this commissioned of me and Cindy, oh my god, I would never be able to get out of this. I also said this.
Yeah, but the difference is that, I mean, presumably you're not gay, and Manga Kamen is a guy, so you wouldn't be interested in him. If you had sent that to Cindy Bear's a girl, you're straight. Therefore, you know, there could be an implication there. Like, if you know a female content creator, unless you're really good friends with her, you probably
True.
shouldn't unless you're really, really good friends with her and you guys are like kind of on a set of terms where you think it's okay to joke about stuff like that, you're going to be hard-pressed to get away with sending her ship art of you two in some kind of interaction.
This to her in our interview, which was the first time I ever had a call with her.
Like, here's the thing, I'm way more sexist than I'm racist.
At least you're admitting to it.
What do you know, you're a woman.
I'm gonna be honest here, being sexist towards women, even if it's done in a joking way, is not a good way to get them to fall for you.
That's wrong. It's a great way. Women love being subservient to men. They love being below the man. They love knowing their place, okay? That is the way to get girls. This is not a joke. This is not
100%.
Okay? The way to date women is not to treat them as equals.
He's
but to treat
speaking
them
for me.
as Untermensch. And to hold yourself up as the Übermensch, okay? And as the Obersturmführer, I would have expected you, just a robot, to understand that, considering you're very high ranking in the Schuhstaffel. I would have expected you to understand that, but you, in your infinite wisdom, were unable to get past that, okay? You were like, I'm going to be honest, being sexist is a bad way to get women to like you. No. If you want to get a beautiful Fraulein, okay, to be with you, you need to assert your dominance, especially as the Obersturmführer that you are, okay? So let it be known. Thank you for the dono, Jazz meme. No, I don't speak German.
More and more
Take advice from Turkey Tom. Round of applause. He said it way better than I could have ever said it. Way better. There was one I saw. Oh yeah. Think before you sleep. Rinse her up by telling her you're more racist than you're sexist.
Between me and other women
that
got
is,
leaked. People started believing that I
rinse
didn't simp for Cindy, but I was simping for every woman I've ever talked to. I heard some people saying, oh, maybe he just talks to every woman like this. The truth is, I talk to every person like this.
Why do you talk to people so weird? Want to see my cock? Dude, I'm just going to message everyone I have added on Discord like that. Literally every single person ever, okay? They need that.
Both men and women. It's just how I joke around. Here's some friendly advice. Telling a woman, want to see my cock, and sending a picture of a chicken is not a good way to pick up chicks.
Completely disagree. I appreciate your advice. I do appreciate your advice as a fucking whatever you want to call yourself, but I think you're wrong. I think that is a great way to pick up women, and I think that is how you should do it. Because what's going to happen when you message a girl that, you're going to say, want to see my cock? You're going to send a picture of a chick, and she's going to say, now show me the real thing. At which point you show them your BWC, and she puts her hands up in the air. Because here's the Obersturmführer. Have a full right, okay?
100%. Then you ask her to show her pussy. And voila! She's now mad in love with you.
Good way to pick up chicks, then I would have pursued every woman I sent this to romantically. But aside from one, I don't think I've pursued any of these women. Yeah, I did send this to my girlfriend as a joke.
One? Oh my god, that's so brutally honest. Holy shit.
We talked for several months before we actually got together. I didn't send it to her as a pickup line. I legitimately just thought it was funny. One of my thumbnail artists even sent out this voice clip.
What a cute little pussy.
Yes, dude. Yes. Yes. What a cute little pussy. The only question for me is, was it or was it not? Was it sort of a Dinky Jabot beef curtain situation?
I think it's pretty clear from my tone of voice that I'm making a joke. I'm not actually drunk. But here's the context as to why I sent that voice clip. Cat the cat spelled with a K instead of a C. Next time you leak something out, make sure to edit your reaction. Saying Lamau implies you thought it was funny, not creepy.
Okay, so this person was making...
Hello? Hey, yo! Social skills? Bruh, how is she gonna say, like, yeah, she's creepy? Or creep her out? Like, if a girl's creeping you out, or if you're creeping a girl out, if she said that you're creeping her out, like, directly, get away, she could be in, like, really big danger. Because who knows what you're gonna do? There's a very good chance I could beat her up. And maybe even kill her. It's fucking dangerous. So you have to be, like, really soft like that. Like, you should know this by now. You should know that women just don't automatically say that you're creeping them out when you're creeping them out. Because I bet you've done that many times in the past and made many women uncomfortable. That is yet again even more, like, shit to prove that you just have no social skills whatsoever.
Make no mistake trying to own and cancel Jar for supposedly being weird when he was, in fairness, in this interaction, just kind of autistically joking about a cat. Now, I will say, the proper response to seeing a cat like this is saying, what an adorable cat. can I pet it? Is this your cat? Things like that. You don't need to go down the pussy route. But with respect to this particular interaction, I do not believe he was trying to be weird with this individual. Now, insert clickbait in chat says, Tom, do you want to see my chicken? If it's via email, I'm totally open to that.
Some people have accused me of sending the chicken image to get out of sending my dick when someone says no to me. Then why is it that of all the examples I have found, is there no one saying no to me? Pretty much every single questionable DM of mine has been leaked, so there should be at least one image of my joystick. I'm not going to send a picture of my dick over the internet. Plus, I wouldn't want any of you males to feel inadequate. I'm also not going to lie, people trying to...
Inadequate? Bruh! Are you kidding? Wait, where's a... I remember, I have a roar here somewhere. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, fuck. Where's my roar? I don't see it. Is it up here? No. Alright, I'm gonna unplug this real quick. Damn it. I don't have a roar. Let me tell you. His dick is this big. It's this big. I'm calling it. I am fucking calling it. His dick is this big. And you know what? This big if you include his ball sack. This big.
Thank you for sparing me. Thank you for sparing me. But at the same time, if I had seen it and it was large, okay, and it's a situation where it would hurt when you spurt, if it was whiter than chalk, if Ice Spice and other mid-castistas were going to want to see it, then I personally would enjoy seeing it. So just let it be known, JustARobot, my DMs are always open to see that.
I wouldn't want any of you males to feel inadequate. I'm also not going to lie, people...
Jar is such a stud. His sexual advantages have never once rejected. Never once been rejected. That's our dog. No, that's not true at all. Let me tell you, probably the only thing he's been was rejected. And I've seen him, like, in multiple text messages. I'm spoiling things, but he's gonna get into text messages. And he's been rejected multiple times already that I know of. Just from an idiot outsider. Let me tell you, for people in person, he's probably been rejected way more times. There's also the fact that he's been harassing people in person as well. So I think that number is way, way up.
People trying to hunt down an actual picture of my cock is a little bit creepy. But of course, the big one is me falling asleep on calls with her. I'm going to be honest, out of everything, this was the main thing that I didn't want to get leaked out. I have incredibly bad sleep insomnia. I have blackout curtains, and I often use different methods to help me sleep, such as melatonin, NyQuil, and more. I even have earplugs and use a fan as background sound. Talking to someone as I fall asleep, waiting for the pills to kick in, is one of the easiest ways to help me fall asleep. I could only call Cindy near the end of the day, when she and I were both off of work. It's not like I fell asleep while the call was still going or anything like that.
Let's find out. I just need someone...
The thing is that if that was the case, why do it to a girl? Not to mention one which you don't know very well. Because that just makes it seem like you're trying to hook up with her. Whatever. I can never get inside of this dude's brain. This dude's brain is just mesh. It's insane.
I want to chat with as I drift off to sleep. You can just say no. I'll just take that as a no. Lol. We weren't going to chat about anything important. I just like talking with anyone as I pass out. Good night. Sorry, I was playing with my cat. Lol. I got her a thing and she was messing with it. I can call. JustARobot started a call. It lasted 28 minutes. Who passes out in 28 minutes? I mean, I feel like it doesn't take that long to... I feel like I hit the pillow. 20 minutes later, I wake up, basically. You know, 20 minutes later, just drift off. I don't think it takes that long to fall asleep. I'm going to be honest, I don't think this is particularly good evidence in his favor. I would say if you're calling a girl on Discord to fall asleep with her, you're probably into her. That's my thoughts, you know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some of the e-daters in chat can enlighten me about how there's a difference here. But I would assume with anyone, if they're falling asleep on a call with a girl...
It usually takes me about an hour to fall asleep. I guess to some extent I have sleep problems like that. I need to take melatonin or else that number's more like 3 hours. I also do need a lot more sleep than most people. I usually need around 10 to 13 hours.
Girl and they're a guy. There's something going on there, you know.
Professor Dreadlock has talked to me as I fell asleep numerous times. Unfortunately, he was on a business trip. Last time he went on a trip, I did this with someone else, and that person...
He did it with 3 people? Okay, I think I do. Sorry, I'm recording a call right now. I'll have to give it after. Cool, I'll go to bed now. Good night, Pajama Boy. I'm so ill, I'm so mad, I can't go to work. Could we call as I fall asleep? Just a robot. Just call your girlfriend. Just, you have a girlfriend, right? Just call her. You don't need to call random people on Discord.
Yes! Oh my god! He said it! He fucking said it! Just call his girlfriend! Also, why is he hitting on so many women? If he has a girlfriend. And why has that girlfriend not left him? It's because the girlfriend is fake. I mean, there's a 0% chance that it's real, but still. He doesn't even know, like, understand how fucking girlfriends work. Like, a girl won't just see you texting, like, dozens of other girls with those messages, the messages that you're saying, and just be perfectly fine with it. Like, that's not how it works.
About this, I don't think there's any reason to do that.
Person did not come to the conclusion that it was a romantic or a sexual thing. Because of my autism, I'm very blunt with the request I make. Falling asleep on call with someone was literally done to help me sleep. I was taking Adderall to finish up the Cine video, so that is one of the reasons why I had such a hard time passing out.
Thank you for outlining to me the effects of Adderall. With a Google search, Adderall can boost alertness, wakefulness, and concentration. By increasing the production of dopamine in the brain, the drug can also cause feelings of euphoria and improve mood. Well, if you have the opportunity, Just a Robot, please send that my way. Please send that to me. You don't need it anymore. You don't have another Cine video to finish, so send that in the mail to me, along with a picture of your cock in Discord DMs. That's what I would like to see to disprove the allegations against you personally.
I used to do what many people have referred to as sleepy time calls on Skype all the time. The only problem is Skype deletes your messages after 3 years, so I don't have the proof for that. Luckily, one of my old friends has agreed to give his testimony. Hey man, so we've been friends for like several years, right?
Yeah, so since like we're like 6 or 7.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
About like half a year or so.
And you told me the appropriate way I talk, but the way I fell asleep on calls with her, and that's why I had to come to you. Out of anyone, I think you know about my sleep patterns better than anyone else.
Yeah, like it'll pace back and forth sometimes, just think kind of weird if it was.
Yeah, I get that, especially when you consider the fact that we were all guys and I'm not gay.
I mean, maybe 1 or 2 times with like Gonzo, but...
Shut the f*** up. I almost did this as well with another person involved in this.
So what he's trying to prove here is that the sleep call actually had nothing to do with any kind of romantic interest. And he did it with everyone. Therefore, he was not sexually attracted to Cindy Bear at all. He was not simping for her. That's what he's trying to say.
Situation, and that is romantic goblin. I will admit, this is a weird and abnormal thing. I
don't think the other stuff needed fixing. It's a beast if I paint her a little bad so people watch the video. You up for a VC? In a minute, let me finish up the video. Okay, I'm not going to be up for much longer. Yes, sorry, I got to help family with stuff. Just forget about it. I'm going to pass out now.
I do, but I don't do it in a romantic or sexual way. Even Cindy herself admitted she thought it was just me being autistic.
You know, like, how could he get caught in a cheating scandal or dumped by his girlfriend if nobody will believe it ever happened? And now you're acting uncertain that that was the case.
I didn't think it was at the time. At the time, I thought it was being, like, weird.
What is this SpongeBob profile picture? This is like the worst live stream clip of all time. The Spurgs of the Round Table.
I didn't think it was like an actual pass. Like, I was assuming that he was like...
You're smarter than you're letting on.
Because I just thought it was strange to say, because it's just not something you say.
Because you thought it was a flirt.
Not really, it's just...
Well, then why would it be strange?
I mean... I don't know, it's just not often.
So what else would it have been?
Just him being autistic? I don't fucking know.
Did you actually stay on the phone with him while he went to sleep?
I thought I was being a friend. I thought he was trying to be me.
Granted, she later changed her stance to the popular opinion, saying things like how she felt so violated by me. But I have to ask, where am I simping or cheating? I don't see this as simp behavior. I'm not constantly giving her compliments and money. At first people said this was cheating, then they later walked it back to emotional cheating. Where's the emotion in saying I want to see my cock followed up by a picture of a chicken? If there was some more evidence, like me constantly giving her compliments or confiding...
Okay, so here he's trying to say I didn't actually try to cheat on my girlfriend with Cindy Bear. I just have weird autistic interactions. I mean, I guess I could believe that. Maybe I would have to review the DMs with him and Cindy Bear again, because there might have been more interactions that I don't totally recall, but I could be willing to believe that he wasn't actually interested in Cindy Bear in some way like that, I guess.
Yeah.
I could believe it, but I think I've seen more interactions to know totally. But I guess it is hard for me to imagine, like, intentionally falling asleep on a call with someone you're not romantically interested in. I don't know. Just seems kind of gay. Everything this guy says is in the worst way possible. I don't know how he does it. I don't know. Maybe it's just his autism speaking. I genuinely don't know. Hi, Tom. Hawk to
Or they date people in their comment section.
Fighting her emotionally, then I think this would be an open and shut case. But the thing is, no one has any evidence like that. Kumo knew what was going on. Why didn't he ask Cindy to ask me how I truly felt about her, or something along those lines? That would have been undeniable proof, and I would have no way of getting out of it. Yes, I do find Cindy's avatar attractive, but 99% of the time, people's avatars look a lot more attractive than they do in real life. True. My robot avatar looks more attractive than me. I didn't know what Cindy looked like in real life at the
Oh my god. Now, it's got falling asleep, but my robot, most people's, he starts to, like, reveal his hand here. He basically just is like, you know what? The entire section of me not being interested in her, fuck that. I'm just gonna admit everyone I'm interested in. And I also love it how I said even his robot profile picture is more attractive than he is in real life. The robot looks kind of like Moby from Tim and Moby. That's what his name was, Moby, right? The robot. I can't even imagine how he'd look in real life. I bet you he doesn't shower. He doesn't put on deodorant. His hair is long and greasy. He's got Star Wars chains, like Star Wars bracelets. All that sort of stuff. He's either 400 or 100 pounds, and he's like 5'6". And yeah, that's what I'm betting he's like in real life.
The time. I'm not going to hit on a woman that I haven't even seen before. Hopeless Peaches had an incredibly attractive avatar, but in real life she looked like an Albanorik from Elden Ring.
Whoa. Is that actually her? Is that what she really look like? Damn. I feel like you didn't need to include this. That's really funny.
Yeah, that's a bad angle.
That. Like, you could have just gotten away with, like, a lot of people don't
I don't
look
even
the way
think she's a bad looking person. It's just a bad angle.
I think they would in real life based on their avatar. You didn't have to provide this example, as funny as that is.
Not the hot ones that ride on wolves, the ones that look like frogs.
Whoa!
I never asked for a picture of what Cindy looked like in real life, and I never did a video call with her. I don't want people to believe that I was simping or cheating.
You could use Hopeless Peach's face to just trace a perfect circle.
I'm not a simp. Look, here's some misogyny. Hey? I'm not a simp. Right?
If I ever need to do a drawing, I'll just use that picture of her. Hawk to spit on that thing. That's what he's trying to get to happen, man. I will say, a lot of people in chat are being like, how did this guy pull a girl? More evidence towards the clear conclusion that you do not need to be an attractive male or a likable guy to get a girlfriend, okay? That's complete hard coat.
But even if I can't convince any of you, there's at least one person who believes that I wasn't simping or cheating, and that's my girlfriend. And honestly, I think I should care more about her opinion than the opinions of random people on the internet. Don't get me wrong, with everybody yelling at me and all the videos made on me, I started questioning my reality, asking myself if I really did cheat on my girlfriend. I was starting to buy into the negative hype surrounding me. I started believing that I cheated on my girlfriend, but after looking over things more clearly and talking with my girlfriend, I realized I didn't cheat on her, and I would never cheat on her. She's the most wonderful person I've ever been with.
There are a bunch of people saying that they broke up as a result of this. Was there ever any proof of that? They were saying that as a result of this video, he made his girlfriend dumped him. I don't know if that's true, but I kept hearing that over and over again. But it seems like he's saying that's not really the case now, in this video at least.
Very odd that the main narrative around Cindy was that she was a groomer but not a pedo. But now all of a sudden people are saying I rizzed up a pedo, or that I cheated on my girlfriend with a pedo. Seriously, who do you guys think I am, Monkey Jones? I didn't have sexy role plays with...
This guy's throwing a lot of shots. This guy's firing a lot of shots. Shots across the bow here. Digging deep into some old drama. Damn. I feel like generally it's not a good idea in your apology video to be... I mean, as funny as it is, calling people ugly, calling out YouTubers for old drama, generally not a good thing, but, you know, you do you, I guess.
Cindy, or any roleplays for that matter, I never requested her to draw me any lewd art.
Did you guys do them together at all?
No, what the fuck?
He didn't make it like in your phone calls with him. He doesn't do anything freaky.
No, he mostly just talked about fucking like Star Wars and shit. And I mostly just talked about my cat, like...
Now, I did admit that I wanted Cindy as an ally, but I didn't elaborate on what I meant by that.
He should have doubled down and been like, yeah, I cheat, I get laid, and launched podcast and Sigma course. That would have been cool. He should have done a podcast, Sigma course, meme coin, trifecta. That would have been good. Get all three of them in there. I think that just... You know, getting 2 off the bat is not good. But if you can get all 3 of those, off the bat, that's a powerful comeback. If he kind of becomes a part of, like, the Tate Red Pill sphere, he starts a podcast called, like, instead of, like, Fresh and Fit, it could be, like, Robot and Fat or something, like him and Cindy Bear together. I think that would have been a good kind of move, in my opinion. Thank you for the dono, not a murderer. Appreciate you clarifying that you're not one in your username. I thought that you might have been otherwise.
I've been working with Akumu, not to be confused with Kumo, who was slandered by the ArtCC. I was also slandered by the ArtCC, and I thought Cinny was as well. I worked with Peaches, who was slandered by the ArtCC, and we did a lot of good together. But Peaches only went after people who talked about them. I knew I couldn't stop people from getting slandered by the ArtCC by myself. I needed help. But stopping commentators from slandering people, even if it's a niche group of commentators, is an absolute pipe dream, and I'm giving up on it. I didn't help people like Hopeless Peaches, Antunes, Mari, or Princess Elizabeth 013 with the expectations that they would return my kindness one day. Granted, I always hoped that they would join me and help me help out other people who were slandered, but it almost never happened. Putting my channel and reputation at risk to help another YouTuber rarely gets me views or any form of benefit. Often it means I will have to deal with their haters from now on, or they'll come.
Didn't you say that they went really, those videos went really well for you earlier? Oh my god, you're lying so much. Jesus fuck, you're so insufferable.
Come after me for not helping them out enough. I'm not the best judge of character, and I think it's time I stop trying to be a little internet hero.
True. Thank fucking God. And that's not to say that you can't, like, make videos where you try to defend people now and then or, like, disrupt the public conversation, but it seems like JustARobot had this, like, vigilante...
Also, I'd love to point out, it definitely seems like simping. The fact that they aren't, like, giving any respect to him at all back. I feel like if he wasn't acting like a simp in the DMs, they would give him respect. I don't know. That could just be me, though.
Complex where he was going to police the community and like defend those who need defending, and it's like, I mean, I've definitely, you know, taken up tasks like that now and then when I think that people are poorly covering a situation, you know, like with Nick A30 or stuff like that, but it can't be like this ego driven thing. It has to be like these people are actually objectively wrong, and I'm coming from a place of getting the story right rather than I'm going to be the fucking Batman of the commentary community. Hi Tom, I cut off the tip and now my wiener is a cylinder. That sounds like a good result. Just got through the McClung vid. How's the mental health, Tom? Extremely poor. After watching Lewis McClung, I would say extremely poor. You can still defend people, but the defense of the person shouldn't be the main focus or point of the video. I mean, I feel like if that's the conclusion that needs to be come to by the end of it, then that's okay. Like, I feel like if that is ultimately the conclusion, like, this person did nothing wrong, you need to defend them, okay, fair enough. But generally speaking, the best way to go about it is just cover the story as impartially as possible, and then in the conclusion, draw your conclusion, right? Your point going into it shouldn't be, I'm going to save this person. Your point should be, I'm going to get to the truth of the matter, and if in the end they end up being innocent, then that's the truth of the situation, and I'm not doing anything wrong, right?
I now understand more than ever before why other people don't do this. I want to make this clear, whenever I defend anyone, I'm not saying they're a perfect little angel who didn't do anything wrong. Not every allegation about Cinny was true, but enough of them were. But I know you guys aren't just here for this stuff about Cinny. You're also here regarding the allegations involving the image of Jade Animations lifting up her shirt. First of all, yeah, I always had a thing for Jade Animations' avatar. I've never kept that fact hidden. I even asked her out on a date at the end of my first Daft Peanut video, and then she immediately uploaded a video saying that she was asexual.
Oh my god.
Dude, why are you saying this? You don't need to say this. Also, I highly doubt that Jaden's video here had anything to do with your video, but why did you ask her out? Asking out a popular YouTuber in a video going over her drama is so fucking awesome. That's so cool. That's what everybody should be doing at all times. Every single day, every moment of every day. Anytime I make a video about a woman, I'm immediately going to ask her out. At the beginning of the video.
Oh yeah, 100%.
At the very beginning, I'd be like,
100%.
First off, I want to get this off my chest. Beautiful princess, will you go out with me? Now let's talk about your drama. That's what I should have done when I covered Brecky Hill, Jinxie's girlfriend, and their whole, I don't know, situation that was going on. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, okay? I mean, could it turn into nothing?
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
I should have
done that. I should have just shot my shot at
McClung's son or
Hill.
Cataclysm daughter? Dude, that's such a, I don't know. I think
because Brecky Hill is obviously the most quality OnlyFans girl out there. I love it how she is so hated that even other OnlyFans girls think she's a degenerate. It is actually stupid.
If that was my choice, I would be in favor of abortion. If those are the choices that I had, I would be in favor of aborting both.
Jesus, I've never been rejected that hard. But of course, the more important part about all of this is the age of the person who drew this picture for me. A document was made roughly a week after I got involved in the Cinny drama. Basically, a person who I will be referring to as K was in one of my Discord servers. According to their document, they were in a VC with me, and
I just don't get this whole, like, even beyond the fact this artist was 17, which is, I guess, not a very good thing. Like, why are you asking people to draw shit for you to goon to? Like, there's so much porn of real people on the internet. There's so much porn. Why, of all things, is the greatest attraction to you Jaden Animation's avatar? And by proxy, why are you asking people to draw that person so you can jerk off to them? Just go on fucking Pornhub, dude. There's so much shit for you to goon to. You don't need this.
I made a request for my avatar to be S-ing Jaden Animations. Then everybody yelled at me that there was a minor in the call, and I lowered the request to just Jaden Animations lifting up her shirt. And Kay, who was 17 at the time, was the one who drew it for me. The most damning claim in this document doesn't have any evidence to support it. To my knowledge, the call wasn't recorded, and I don't think I or most people would remember what they said in a specific VC over 4 years ago. I don't know what I said, but I don't think I said that. I'm pretty sure this was just put in the document to make me sound as much like Cinny as possible. My best guess is I was making a video about Jaden Animations porn, and I wanted something to be used in a thumbnail, and Kay offered to do it for me so she could get the art role.
Not to be too much of a cringe feminist here, but I would feel weird making a video about Jaden Animations porn when she herself is like totally opposed to that, right? I'm pretty sure she herself is totally opposed to that existing and doesn't like being sexualized. And I mean, by extension of that, I would think it's probably a bad idea to be making videos about the drawn of her, you know? I get that there's like, you know, funny memes about it, haha, whatever. I'm not gonna moral F about every person who's ever posted Jaden Animations meme or whatever, but I don't know, making a whole video, I feel like she probably doesn't like it, but I don't know, I could be wrong.
I put under the DM,
like
that's
hot. About weird art of me. I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't like that.
To be honest here, this picture of Jaden looks like it would be more at home in a thumbnail than in someone's wink bank. After they made the art for me, several months later, they told me that they were 17 at the time they made it. When I saw this message,
He did make a video about it? Did he actually? What is there even to say? Is it just thinly veiled gooner bait? Is that it? JustARobot Jaden Animations. Maybe the video's not up anymore. It seems like it's not up, as far as I can tell. I just see why you need to make that video. Why? Like, are you just like, oh my god, this one's so crazy, guys. This one's so nuts. You don't accumulate a good audience of people by doing, like, not safe for work artwork reviews. If anything, you accumulate a very strange audience who only wants to see you do that over and over. You don't want, like, the Nux Taku audience, dude. That's not a good idea. Not a very good idea. Hey, guys, check out this hot picture of Jaden Animations. Check out this sexy art. I'm not into it at all, but email me all of your pictures so I can react to them in my video.
I didn't know how to respond. It was just before Christmas, so I got ready for the holidays and forgot all about her message. So as you can see, they told me their age after they made the art. According to their document, they didn't want to come out about this sooner because I was a big, scary, and intimidating YouTuber. But the thing is, I was getting canceled about 4 years ago during the Prismate Luke and Toby drama, and that was only a few months after they made this art for me, so that would have been the perfect time to release this. The people I was dealing with back then were cartoonishly uncharitable. She really missed out on a big opportunity. You can also see from our DMs, which Kay showed from the bottom up for some reason, she was always the one starting the conversation.
Hey Jar, coming back to check and see how you're doing in the past few weeks. Sorry for interrupting you from your work or anything YouTube related. Want to see what's up. Life is good. Working on a long ass video. May I ask what the video is about, or should it be a surprise? Toby drama. The name's Junkie. Is it the new drama Junkie's done or some old info? Okay, blah blah blah.
With me and not
okay, so they're just having conversations about drama here.
The other way around. Literally, the last quote-unquote conversation we had was the same year the Cinny drama happened, in 2024. If I was a big, scary, intimidating YouTuber, then why do they continue talking to me? Why?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like JustARobot groomed this person. I'd say the biggest criticism I would have of him here is just like, don't ask random fuckers on Discord to draw art that's like sexual for you at all. Just don't do that. Not only because you don't know what their age is, but also it's just like, it's just strange. Why? Just don't do that.
He actually pulled the she talked to me first. I'm not a pedo. She talked to me first. Tactic. What the fuck? I mean, I do kind of agree with Turkey Tommy. I mean, he didn't know that she was 17. But at the same time, I hate it. I was like trying to get these like small points that are just completely invalid.
Don't do that, you know? I don't know. I don't like this. I think this was probably the most nothing burger allegation about him.
Why did they make the art just for a Discord role? And if they thought it was wrong, then why didn't they tell anyone about it before the drama around me happened? After they got slight pushback, once they put this document out in the public, they deleted their Twitter. So they kind of just nuked themselves and me for literally no gain. However, the document was out just long enough to do lasting damage to me. Even Chud, Kuimon, and Himpleton, along with their chats, thought this was a bit ridiculous. Keep in mind, I'm public enemy #1 right now, so my reputation is at an all-time low, which means the charitability people will give me is not very high. She got interviewed and admitted to being overdramatic. However, there's a reason why I'm calling her Kay instead of her Discord name, and that's because I don't want you to send her any hate. Now I understand her name is already out there in other people's videos, but I personally don't want to send her any more hate for one specific reason, and that's because she acted completely differently in the interview than how she came across in her doc.
The video he did on Jaden was called "Should We Drop Someone's Character If They Don't Want Us To?" It's still on his channel. Okay, gotcha. Was it more like a discussion video about the subject? Is that what this video was? Why are there so many videos about this? What the fuck? I can't even find it. I can't even find this. JustARobot. I don't want to. Should we draw? I can't even find this video. It does not come up in search results. Maybe it's just because there's so many videos about him. Oh, I think I found it. Here we go. Oh, epic intro. Yeah, dude. Get hype. Yeah. All right.
JustARobot.
No.
So last time I talked about cancel
JustARobot
culture, but what should I talk about this time? Maybe something that will get more views than my last video. Something that a lot of people are talking about, and almost everyone is.
Oh God. Why would you make a video of that? Are you kidding? Bro. Alright.
When's the next art stream? I don't know, dude. You realize, like, none of the times I've done stream where I draw, it's never a planned thing. I just, like, am a retarded person. I just get bored and I decide to draw. And so far, this guy's awesome, I think we all know. Let's just run it back one more time.
Quite attractive.
Just to see if someone would do it. I didn't really want it. I just want to see if they would do it for a Discord role. Okay? That's it, dude. I just wanted to see if they would draw the art of Jaden Animations being all sexy. Now, am I attracted to Jaden Animations' profile picture? Yes. Do I have a crush on them? Yes. In the same way I'm attracted to Wolfie Chew. But me requesting the sexy art of Jaden was not because I wanted it. It's not because I wanted the goon to it. Just to see if they would do it. It was like sort of an ironic, satirical take on the concept. And if you don't understand that, you're low IQ.
Only evidence that exists that implies I knew her age at the time was from this screenshot. However, I'm dyslexic, so I only skimmed her message and replied with, "That's sweet of you, thank you," just so I could be polite. I was talking to a lot of people back then. I'm not going to read that much text from someone I barely know. That's way too much work. Reading gives me a massive headache. As for her age and birthday in her bio, back then I didn't really check those, plus it doesn't show up on my laptop for some reason. It does, however, show up on my mobile device, but I use Discord on my laptop 99% of the time. If anyone knows why this is the case, please tell me in the comments down below. However, I still made a mistake here, because whether she...
An ironic goon, if you would. An ultra-satirical goon, if you would. Yeah, literally. That is literally what we're looking at here, dude. Dyslexic, autistic, and abuses Adderall. Those sound like good qualities to me. Those sound like extremely good qualities. Why am I listening to this, Tom? Why? I don't know, dude. You tell me. You're in my stream chat. I'm having a good time. I love this guy. This is the best allegation response I've ever fucking seen.
Was 7, 17, or 70, I should have 100% asked for her age beforehand. So for that reason, I have to apologize. Okay? I'm sorry for being an irresponsible server owner. You were 17, and it was my job to check her age beforehand. Now,
oh, we got the video clipped. Thank you.
Avatar is quite attractive. Now, to be fair, her avatar is quite attractive, and so is Wolfie Chew's. But should we really be—
Dude, perhaps the greatest clip of all fucking time.
What? Hold up.
Oh, we got the video clip.
Let's look at these avatars one more time.
Now, to be fair, her avatar is quite attractive.
Not really this one, but...
And so...
Wait. How the fuck do you see those eyes as attractive? Oh my god. Jesus fuck. Is this actually a human being?
So is Wolfie Chew.
And that looks like a fucking child furry. That's a fucking child. Holy shit. Go to jail. What? What the fuck?
But should we really be—
Dude, perhaps the greatest clip of all fucking time.
Stop gooning now.
So fucking legendary, dude.
Who has a crush on Jade Animations, and a lot of people...
Just so good. Perfect fucking Kino. Cinema, pure cinema. Great content, Tom. Have you seen the goon side from a couple days ago? Hashtag never goon. What is the goon side? I feel like it should have been Goono cost.
Now, some people, like Ghost Cato, have tried to increase this allegation all the way to a grooming allegation. No wonder why JustARobot was so eager to defend Cinny. Skullface, pedos of a feather, flock together. IG.
Yeah, I don't think that JustARobot is a predator or a pedophile himself. I don't think there's any evidence of that ever.
Where did they get the pedophilia from this? Jaden Animations is the same age as me. It's not like I was asking for sexy artwork of that anime VTuber Shark Girl or anything like that. I have to say, if you actually believe this is grooming, then I must be the worst groomer in the world. I make them draw one picture for me, then barely interact with them for 4 years.
Oh, what the?
Do you have a gas?
What is that?
Gas fetish?
Why did you do that?
No.
You didn't need to do the sound effect or the green text, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? Pretty sure Jesus said to never goon.
God.
This guy needs him. He needs someone.
Barely interact with them for 4 years.
A different...
Oh, dude, stop! Yes, dude, he's so back! He is so back. He is so back. JustARobot is so freaking back, dude. The huff at the end, that was excellent. Pure freaking cinema, dude. Warning, fart fetish art. Is he included in here? Fallen Chungus will love that part. Dude, Fallen Chungus probably made this video. He probably is just a robot.
Oh
secretly.
my
He uses a voice changer.
God.
Tom, keep rapping. I'm almost there. Yes,
No.
sir. Yes, sir. Officer Dick Suck, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Officer Fart, sir.
The next big allegation against me is kind of like the first one. I sent this
What?
image to someone who was a
Whoa!
Oh, that's right. It's on the big screen now. I was just looking at the peak preview.
I didn't even know this.
Holy shit!
Dude, what are you doing? Oh, man. No, bro. Dude, this guy's so cool. Why is he black? Why is that your greatest question? Why is the only question for this art? Why?
Around the same time I requested the Jaden drawing, so it's clear to me that back then I wasn't very... I did later apologize for this, but unfortunately it came a little bit too late. Admittedly, I should have stopped after she said no the first time. I was walking around at VidCon doing stuff at different panels. Eventually, I got hungry. I bought some ice cream, I sat down to eat it, and then I heard Ponder's voice and looked to my left, seeing that she was sitting right next to me. So I shook her hand.
Oh,
VidCon. I need to go over. And that's the stuff surrounding VidCon 2023.
Oh,
First of all, I'm a little shocked that they held on to this for over...
This is the, like, please come back to my hotel room thing. Pure Kino.
For a year.
Oh,
Yeah,
here's
the
the
RCC wasn't planning
creepy
anything
part.
against me. Nothing at all.
God.
Basically, just before VidCon started, I showed off my new thumbnail for my Spoctor video. Obviously, it had an EDP joke in it because, well, I love making jokes about EDP. Bro is the most exposed man on the internet. And Spoctor had the nudes of a 13-year-old on his flash drive, and EDP went to go meet up with a 13-year-old. So that...
I totally missed that drama with Spoctor. I don't think I ever covered that when that happened. Is that true? It was some kind of situation where he, like... When he was 15, he dated a 13-year-old, and they were, you know, sexual, obviously, and then he admitted to, like, 7 or 8 years later still having it or something like that. Something to that effect. I don't totally remember, though. Like, he still had it on his hard drive when he should have deleted it a long time ago. It was something like that.
That was the thought process behind the joke. People in the RCC had an issue with this, and eventually I came to the conclusion that the problem was that people would come across this thumbnail and immediately assume I was comparing him directly to EDP, so I decided to change it. Now granted, they don't seem to have the same problem with other clickbait titles and thumbnails about me, but I guess it's one of those rule for thee but not for me kind of things. But I still thought we were on friendly terms and we would meet up at VidCon. I sent this inappropriate joke to Mal, and...
Oh yeah, this one. This is the one that I was like, this is just not a joke. I'm still a transit. I haven't gone to the Airbnb maybe once we're settled.
You don't say these jokes to girls. Like random girls, you know. That's not how it fucking works. Also, I love it how everything's on Discord, he says. I swear, the creepiest dudes use Discord. It is stupid. I've not seen a single person try to hook up with girls by getting their Discords and not be a fucking creep. It is ridiculous.
We could just talk.
He even put... Oh my god. He even put LOL JK. No way, I'm not gonna spend VidCon time on that sort of thing. I focus on holiday stuff. Did you see the last messages? At the same time as my message will, but also XD, still no way. Yeah. Fuck. Well, I still would like to meet you. Oh, God, no. No! He can't take no for an answer. He can't take no for a fucking answer. Oh my god.
In person at VidCon, just me and you over drinks. Maybe you could come to my hotel room with me. Lol, JK. And she just says, no way. He says, did you see my last message? Cool, I'd still like to meet you. I do hold your opinion as high as Peaches and Leos, but they do not like Spoctor at all, so they might have had lapse in thinking. I just haven't seen anyone say, you went too hard on Spoctor until you came along. How most people said I went too soft on the guy.
And she did not take very kindly to it. I should note that I was a bit high at the time. Weed is illegal in Texas, but in California it's very easy to get. But the bigger issue was me constantly pushing to meet up with her. Eventually I told her that I'll leave her.
And that's why weed should be illegal. And so that people like him can't exist.
B, because I had no more plans to meet up with her because she didn't want to see me. Now I did later apologize for this, but unfortunately it came a little bit too late.
You were literally, like, not taking no for an answer. What do you mean? Huh?
Admittedly, I should have stopped after she said no the first time. I was walking around at VidCon doing stuff at different panels.
At least he admitted.
Eventually, I got hungry.
At least
I
he
bought some
admitted.
ice cream, I sat down to eat it, and then I heard Ponder's voice and looked to my left, seeing that she was sitting right next to me. So I shook her hand, revealed who I was, she exclaimed, oh my god, and I walked away. I thought it was funny. Ponder described this interaction as a lot more creepy than it really was, adding things like,
it was creepy! What the fuck are you talking about? She literally told you not to go to her. Go to you. In person. She didn't want to meet you. Yet, you still went there. And you still tried to, like, say hi to him or whatever. What? That is creepy as hell. Even if it isn't romantic, which I doubt, you still violated her boundaries big time. Holy shit. I also love this guy in chat. Hold on, I just glimpsed at it. When he switches off from blaming his autism to weed. Bro, I hate people who use autism as like this sort of shield against being like a creep or whatever. It is so annoying. Being autistic doesn't excuse you for being a creep. I mean, yeah, may it happen like once or twice. Yes, I guess. I mean, it's not okay, but I guess it's bound to happen. But it doesn't excuse you for being a creep like constantly. Like, that's not an excuse at all.
Like me squeezing her hand and other stuff like that. Or that I was...
Hold on. Wait. What did he say? I almost freaked out.
Was walking around at VidCon doing stuff at different panels. Eventually, I got hungry. I bought some ice cream, I sat down to eat it, and then I heard Ponder's voice and looked to my left, seeing that she was sitting right next to me. So I shook her hand, revealed who I was, she exclaimed, "Oh my god," and I walked away. I thought it was funny. Ponder described this interaction as a lot more creepy than it really was.
Why would you find it
things
funny?
like me squeezing her hand and other stuff like that.
Funny. So she said that like he was squeezing her hand or whatever. I mean, I guess it is still a handshake. Like, how hesitant was she to like handshake? She probably did it to be nice. That's my guess. No means no. Exactly! Nami's wife. No means fucking no! That's not what you do to someone who you asked to be with at VidCon and says no. She rejected you. She didn't even friend zone you. She rejected you from the friend zone. You don't do that to someone who's like that. You just don't.
Or that I was laughing maniacally as I walked away. I did laugh, but it wasn't until I was inside. She talked about...
It could have been maniacally. It could have been an accidental tone change.
This interaction literally a year later and drew me as a sexy elf boy for some reason. She kept me anonymous, of course. A bit odd that my anonymity was important until I was getting bashed.
What is that egocentrism? Hold on.
As I walked away. I did laugh, but it wasn't until I was inside. She talked about this interaction literally a year later and drew me as a sexy elf boy for some reason. She kept me anonymous, of course. A bit odd that my anonymity was important until I was getting bashed. I'm confused as to what the allegation is here.
I mean, I guess that handshake thing does seem kind of opportunistic and dumb. I wouldn't think that's anything.
Yeah.
The bigger thing for me was just like, it's not like a cancel-worthy allegation, but it's like, hey, maybe we could like come back to my hotel room and get drinks alone, just you and me. Just kidding.
Sorry.
But just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's like just a joke. Like I don't think that interaction was just a joke. I think he probably was into this malware person to some extent.
Yeah.
It's just a handshake.
You know, the thing is that it's creepy. Yeah, it's not like it's not stalking. That isn't really stalking. Not really, at least. You know, he only found her once. He recognized her voice, probably. It isn't like he followed her home. It's just creepy. It's just really creepy. And I actually, because I actually disagree with Tom, I actually do think that should have been cancel-worthy. Actual bullshit.
I didn't put my arm around her and say the N-word.
Hey, that's better than Joe.
No one even said. Why did you even say that? No one even said that. No one even brought that up. Isn't Potter's Rocket like black or something? Why do you even bring that up? Nobody even asked that. Idoms is cool for doing that, by the way. Why? I don't understand why at every single turn he's like, it's not like I did this way more horrible thing. Here's an example, by the way.
Has drawn my avatar in very compromising positions a handful of times without my request or consent. I want to make this clear, I don't really care how she drew my avatar. If the genders were reversed, what I did would have been seen as no big deal, but what she did would have been seen as a huge deal. The problem with this allegation is I don't know what people are accusing me of. It was just a handshake. People have claimed I cheated.
People are accusing you of violating boundaries. That's what people are accusing you of.
Cheated on my girlfriend by doing...
What a fucking idiot! What a fucking idiot!
...this, even though we got together after this interaction.
No way he got that girl. No fucking way.
Ponder has drawn my avatar in very compromising positions a handful of times without my request or consent. I want to make this clear, I don't really care how she drew my avatar. If the genders were reversed, what I did would have been seen as no big deal, but what she did would have been seen as a huge deal. The problem with this allegation is I don't know what people are accusing me of. It was just a handshake. People have claimed...
Oh, he actually, doesn't look as bad as he probably would have expected. Not gonna lie. Alright.
I cheated on my girlfriend by doing this.
Yeah, but like how?
Even though we got together after this interaction occurred. And
that's the magic of you being a YouTuber. You can pull some insane girls just by being a YouTuber. Just by them being their fans. It is ridiculous.
And I think a handshake is one of the most unromantic things you can do with a person. I don't think this is sexual.
You still approached her when she didn't want to. That's the thing. You approached her. She told you, you asked her, right? If you wanted to go see her in the in VidCon or whatever. She said no. You still decided to approach her in VidCon. That's what's creepy.
Sexual assault, it's just two hands touching. I wasn't hunting the others down at VidCon. If I was, I would have just stayed there with Ponder. I knew she was friends with them, and I knew they were going to meet up. Basically, the allegation about me hunting the others down at VidCon has no proof backing it up. In fact, all the proof seems to contradict that claim. I sat next to Ponder by complete accident. I wasn't going to pass up on that opportunity. Then there was another allegation about me hunting them down at VidCon 2024. From the video evidence I have seen, the video footage just shows them running or hiding from someone who is allegedly me, but they don't show me in any of their video footage. There's not one single shred of evidence that I was looking for them. Sure, I was keeping an eye out for Ponder. If I saw her, I was just gonna say, hey, did you see Akumu's new video on you? And then walk away. And that was about it. If there was video evidence of me...
Wait, what?
But they don't show me in any of their video footage. There's not one single shred of evidence that I was looking for them. Sure, I was keeping an eye out for Ponder. If I saw her, I was just gonna say, hey, did you see Akumu's new video on you? And then walk away. And that was about it.
She doesn't want to talk about you! Talk with you! She doesn't want you around! I am losing so many brain cells now. Oh my fucking god! She doesn't want to talk to you! She doesn't! Just accept that! Please! For the love of God! Just leave her the fuck alone! Oh my god! Ugh.
If there was video evidence of me
I
running
cannot.
This guy's like...
I fucking cannot. I feel so bad for this girl. I feel so fucking bad. He thinks it's like alright as well. Like he thinks it's completely normal. Even though it's a complete violation of boundaries. That's the ridiculous part. He has such a lack of self-awareness. It is ridiculous. Social awareness, I meant, not self-awareness.
Even when he's like defending himself from the accusation of having awkward interactions or like hunting him down at VidCon, I guess is the allegation here, he always just says the weirdest thing. It's like, what I actually would have done is been like, hey, have you seen that YouTube video criticizing you? And then just like walk away. Like that's like a weird thing to say. If I was like at some kind of public convention hanging out with my friends and someone came up to me and was like, hey, have you seen this random Spurgs video criticizing you? And then walk away, I'd be like, what a fucking weirdo. What is wrong with this guy? This guy's a strange person. I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Thank you, Tubby McFat, for becoming a member.
the escalator to catch them, or chasing them around at panels, that would for sure make me look very creepy. But just for the sake of argument, let's take their word on it. Let's say I was hunting them down at VidCon and chasing after them. Then what was I going to do when I caught them? Shake their hand again? Sorry, but I'm going to keep going to VidCon. I'm not looking for you guys, and I hope you guys aren't...
Harass them? You realize there's a such thing, there's a difference between sexual harassment and sexual assault, right? You don't have to sexually assault someone in order to be a bad person. Also, people when people sexually harass someone else, they're usually afraid that you're going to sexually assault them. The fears usually go together. Because it's usually those creepy people who are the ones who end up sexually assaulting people. Oh my god. You are actually making me lose my mind.
Looking for me. We can both enjoy it separately. As much as they say that I'm paranoid, I think they're really the paranoid ones. I just wanted to meet up with them at VidCon, and all of this happened.
Okay, I'm not saying that, like, every girl is not paranoid. I think there's a lot of paranoia currently with, like, especially with white women. I think in general, a lot of the newer generation of white women are extremely paranoid. But that doesn't apply to this situation. It doesn't.
Goddamn. I think this became less important as my drama started, but I might as well nip this in the butt right now. I was letting the YouTuber Zaid aka Misanthropony upload videos on my channel. He left YouTube due to threatening people he doesn't like on alt accounts and then lying about it, and then repeating the same process a few more times. I decided to give him...
Okay, I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about here with Misanthropony. I'm gonna skip to ending thoughts here because I don't even know what the fuck this is about, to be honest.
All right, what are the ending
There are some
thoughts?
smaller allegations against me, like how my roommate isn't actually black, or that me and my roommate jack each other off, or that I make videos on a combination of cocaine, Adderall, and magic mushroom.
Who said that? I haven't seen anyone say that. To be honest, I feel like he's way too dry and boring for that to be the case.
Shrooms. Every other allegation I've heard against me doesn't really have any proof backing it up, or the proof contradicts it. I won't lie, this whole drama has not been fun for me to go through. I joined the losing side in a big drama, and the people I joined tried to sabotage me and destroy me. If it wasn't for my girlfriend's support, I don't think I would have been able to come back as soon as I did. I was thinking about giving up, but then she told me that plenty of other YouTubers have gotten way more backlash than me, and they haven't given up. Turkey Tom, The Quartering, Blair White, Seth the Programmer, Illuminations, Tipster, Nostalgia Critic, Killer Keemstar, Vosh, Kraut, and even more.
Why am I in the same category as all these people?
Yeah!
Sorry, did I miss something?
I was wondering the same thing. I don't
If it wasn't for my
remember Turkey Tom
girlfriend's
being in any
support, I
drama.
don't think I would have been able to come back as soon as
Except for, like, the Wendigoon situation, which was just completely stupid.
I was thinking about giving up, but then she told me that plenty of other YouTubers have gotten way more backlash than me, and they haven't given up. Turkey Tom, The Quartering, Blair White, Seth the Programmer, Illuminations, Tipster, Nostalgia Critic, Killer Keemstar, Vosh, Kraut, and even more.
Well, I'm glad I can join the club, I guess, with the Nostalgia Critic and The Quartering and Blair White. I don't know why he had to use that one picture of Blair White in like a bikini with a assault rifle. I'm glad I'm in this category. With Tipster as well. We're all the same. We're all kind of we're all peers in this space. We're all kind of, you know, we're all kind of in the same category. I think that's cool. I think that'd be a good podcast. Imagine all of us in the same room chatting. I think that'd be a great conversation. That'd be cool.
I've seen multiple YouTubers get less backlash than me and give up, but I think I'm going to stay. However, I'm going to take a long hiatus. I'm only taking a hiatus from uploading videos, but I'm going to keep on working on videos just as much as I always have. So once I come back in August, I'll have plenty of videos to upload. My channel hasn't been doing so hot all of 2024, so I think it's time I take a step back and re-examine everything. I want my content to be more consistent across all of my channels. I also think taking a break from YouTube would not only be a good thing for my mental health, but also because it has changed so much. It's not YouTube anymore, it's the gay love child of TikTok and Twitch. I've seen so many YouTubers say they're going to take a break, only to not do so, and then they mess up a lot. So I'm going to try to avoid making the same mistakes as them.
Okay, so we're just yapping endlessly. Okay, well, I guess I'm glad to see that he's going to be coming back to YouTube in about 7 months.
And yeah, he's going to take a break from this, basically just kind of recover and that sort of stuff. Hope everyone forgets. Jesus fuck. This was a disaster of a video. Oh my god. This has probably has been one of the most insane responses I've ever seen. No shot about it. Like, he basically self-snitches. That's basically the entire video. He self-snitches on him being a liar. And also he self-snitches on a lot of the allegations. You know, like being a simp. Or him being a creep. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys all next stream. Or video. I will upload this as a video on my second channel.
You know, I think...
Oh, oops. So yeah. Peace out.